Hey, Mom.
Hey, baby. What are you doing out there, baby?
Lex and Terry weekdays 7 p.m. till midnight on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. An iHeart radio station.
If by relaxing you mean testing your ability to not scream at your radio because of the infuriatingly stupid things you're hearing, then yes! RMG is very relaxing. Welcome back to Rover's Morning Glory.
Yeah, here's that story. I just found this. In India, it says a wild elephant attacked and killed a 70-year-old woman named Maya Murmu as she walked to collect water. The elephant had strayed from the Dalma Wildlife Sanctuary. After the elephant attacked her, she was rushed to the hospital, but she unfortunately died. Later, family members gathered to perform a funeral for Ms. Murmu, and the wild elephant appeared again. I don't mean to laugh, but they do a funeral pyre in India. You know, where they make like a little pyramid kind of thing out of wood, and they just burn you up.
Jeez.
Burn your body. You've seen that, right? A funeral pyre. You know what that is?
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
So the wild elephant went up to the funeral pyre, grabbed the body right off of the little wooden thing, and trampled her dead body again.
Jeez.
Then threw it away before he ran off.
What did she do to it? Why is it so angry?
She must have done something to it. It says, an expert says these incidents rarely happen without the elephant having been provoked in some way. She must have really messed with that elephant. Not only killed her, but then trampled her dead body after it killed her.
Killed her twice.
Yep. Dean in New York, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Dean.
Hey, guys, before you head out for the day and scratch yourself thinking you might have bed bugs, remember Jeffrey crashed his car and he really didn't have a good reason?
Uh-huh.
I think he was getting bit by bed bugs as he was driving and lost control and smacked up his car.
Oh, my God. You're probably right. Sounds like a plausible scenario to me. I think he did hit a deer because we saw some fur in there. But he was probably reaching down, scratching or something. Looked up, boom, smashes into a deer. Frank, you're on Rover's Morning Glory in Detroit. Good morning, Frank.
How you doing, Rover?
Hey, man, what's up, bud?
I just thought I'd throw in what do you call it? The suspicions of something.
Huh?
Suspicion of the whereabouts of the phone and everything.
All right, tell me, before we get into the suspicion of the this or that, I'm suspicious myself. I suspect someone has been indulging in some illegal substances today. What have you been using?
That's just me.
Oh, this is just you normally? This is not you on drugs?
No, I'm 73.
Oh, no kidding. You're 73?
Heading down that road of forgetting things.
All right. Because here in my screening software, it says the highest guy of all time is on the phone.
So he's not high.
Yeah, I was saying that, I was telling him that.
He nodded off while telling me this about 2 or 3 different times. And
He claims he's not on drugs, though, Charlie.
He did admit that his wife prescribed Xanax. But he's not using any right now.
If you,
He's clean? Are you clean, sir?
All right. So what was your question quickly? His son, lost his phone. Jeffrey's son, okay,
on
yeah.
the porch, yeah.
Of the neighbor?
And I'm thinking, why would he be on a porch unless he was a peeping Tom Tomason?
Well, like local pervert, like son, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe he's following in his father's footsteps of being the local pervert. All right, thank you, Frank.
Peeping Tomas.
No, that's I don't think. I believe what happened. Somebody may have found it and probably put it up on the porch. Thinking maybe we might have lived in that particular house. We don't.
Do you give somebody a reward for finding it or no?
I have no idea who found it. So how can I do that?
Yeah, you saw the email. I mean, I could forward you the number of the people if you'd like.
I'm sure they don't want him to go near the house.
One of them is named.
Give him a free mattress.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with your house? I mean, you guys going to get out? They got to get out.
What?
You bomb it today.
No, like literal bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
you bring the military in.
Yes.
You don't bug bomb it. You just
bomb it.
Nuclear
Bomb
bomb. Yeah.
A Scud missile.
So you're going to let him come in with bed bugs?
I don't know what to do. I'm not convinced that they have bed bugs, to be honest, even though I'm scratching my neck.
Even though we
right
saw
now.
the pictures of bed bugs, Doogie sent it to her bug guy who said definitely bed bugs. All of this. You're not totally convinced.
I believe he would.
His house.
No, I think he'd be covered in bed bug bites if they had bed. Now, some people were texting me that everyone reacts to bed bug bites differently. Apparently, it's the saliva in the bed bug's bite that some people react to, gives those welts, and makes them very itchy. Maybe Jeffrey is immune to the bed bug bites.
His blood poisons them. Whatever's coursing through him.
Now, can you look at his arms and his legs? Do you see anything that could be potential bites?
Do you think
Charlie?
you have them, Jeffrey?
Yeah, do you think
do you have any itchy bites or anything? Or looks clear?
What's that? Is that just a mole? No, that's a little. He's got little work scabs. Let me see your legs. I think they.
I really think they'd all be covered. I know it's.
If you were covered from one day in a hotel, this guy lives in the house. He would have marks.
And I actually, mine, I looked online and
nice calves.
I compared my the red marks that I had to like bed bug bites online, and they didn't really look the same. So I don't know I don't think I actually had bed bugs, but I didn't want to take the chance.
Jeffrey doesn't have anything abnormal. I mean, again, last time he showered was Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So they might not.
So
be able
maybe
to
the
survive
bed
on
bugs
skin.
just stay away automatically.
It's actually he repels them. Yeah. But no, I'm no honestly other than just because he works like a man's job later. He's got little scratches and stuff from that, but nothing looks like.
For some reason, I don't believe that they actually have bed bugs. But anyhow, I got to wrap things up. Sorry, I didn't realize how late it is. Let's see. What do I have? Caller 30 right now, 866-YO-ROVER. I have WWE Raw tickets. It returns Monday, August 8th at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. See your favorite Raw superstars in action, including Cody Rhodes and The Miz. Tickets and info at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com, or you can win them if you're caller 30 right now, 866-YO-ROVER. The Aftermath starts in just a few minutes on RMG Plus. If you don't subscribe to RMG Plus, sign up now at roverradio.com so you can watch or listen live on your phone, your tablet, or your TV, or right there on the website. You can download the Rover Radio app, but sign up for RMG Plus there on the website, roverradio.com. What is it, dude?
The pictures of the bed, do you have those snits?
They already showed them.
The black
I think Charlie
spots?
had those.
The black spots are droppings.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's poop.
Yeah, that's bed bug poop. That's what,
That's
Or
crap.
they eat so much that they explode.
So that's blood? Is that blood?
No,
No, it's bed bug poop.
You just said it.
Yeah, we already went over this.
I didn't know that that's...
If that indeed that's what it is. And I don't know if it is.
As a bug expert yourself, Rover, how do you dispute the bug guy is telling you they're bed bugs?
This is where they go in those little seams.
It's exactly where they go.
So I always check at hotels.
So they're not staying there. They're now out.
That's where they go.
Out, and then they go poop on the seams. Oh, I can't.
Who's giving them a ride to the fence company?
I gotta go.
Who's stepping up? Who's doing it?
I think you got to put them in the bed of your truck.
I honestly was thinking about doing it this morning. But
Could you put them in the bed of your truck and then stop at a car wash?
And actually clean him in the back?
Give him a shower, clean the bed bugs off.
Jeffrey, are you willing to ride in the bed of the truck? You'll walk. He's too good for the bed. of the
Today's
truck.
the one day it's 95.
Wait, he's not coming back in here, is he? You can't let him back in the studio.
Well, it's already too late. This whole place.
Oh, it's all over the place.
He's eating.
Yeah.
Everything that's jumped off him is
pork
now
box.
eating. He can't come back. No, he can't sit here. He's not going to sit where you sit. He's already been in there today multiple times.
He's been in there more.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe we confine him to the fart box.
Yeah.
From
Well,
now.
Then they're gonna get on
get grossed out here.
All right, I've got to wrap things up. The aftermath starts in just a few minutes. We'll be back live tomorrow morning. Have a great day. It's Rover's Morning Glory. Bye.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Live without a net. Suck it podcasts. Unless you're our podcast. That can get fixed in post, right? Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a hot and humid one out there for us on this Wednesday. Our temperatures are back near 90 degrees later on. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny, but very hazy as we have a lot of Saharan dust in place. Limited rain chances out there today. We're going to once again deal with a heat index near 100 degrees through the afternoon.
This report is sponsored by Churches.
The smoke is back at Churches. Our $6 smokehouse chicken meal is a juicy half chicken served with mashed potatoes and a honey butter biscuit. All that for just $6, but not for long. Churches, welcome to the great state of flavor. Offer valid at participating locations.
This week on The Upsiders, Clarice attempts to revive Johnny's lost memory with the power of gas saving. Who's there?
Oh, Johnny, it's me, your true love, Clarice. You've had an accident and lost your memory.
Clarice, I don't recognize you. All I can remember is that gas prices are insanely high.
Yes, Johnny, but we never pay full price at the pump. We use the free Upside app and get real cash back on every gallon of gas we buy.
Upside, yes, I remember. I've made $200.
Johnny, you remember earning cash back on the gas you buy, but not me?
Clarice, give me time. Our love cannot be stopped if we use the free Upside app.
Saving money on gas doesn't have to be dramatic. Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code JUICY for an extra 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime. Stop overpaying for gas. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code JUICY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus or more on your first tank.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka and a summertime classic at Gulfstream Park, and stop by Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. Enjoy great food, a Bloody Mary, and some Tito's, and you'll be in a winner's circle no matter how your horse does. It's live racing, it's Tito's Handmade Vodka, and it's summertime. You gotta enjoy South Florida, and with Tito's, it always makes the day a little better. Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar at Gulfstream Park. Next time you're at the races, make sure you stop in. Peace!
For the best adult club experience in West Palm Beach, the only place to go is Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club, the best happy hour in Palm Beach County, the legendary $5 steak and fries, and the most seductive entertainers in West Palm Beach. Spearmint Rhino has it all. Open 7 days a week with a late-night kitchen, Spearmint Rhino has you covered no matter what you're craving. Visit the leader in adult entertainment, Spearmint Rhino, at 2154 Zip Code Place in West Palm Beach, or find us on the web at spearmintrhino.com. WPB.com.
So I'm sure I don't have to tell you how strange the past 2 years have been. Lockdowns, masking, kids at home. And on top of that, I wound up getting a new job and moving my family into a new home. Yeah, I did all that in this market. But I got it done because my banker at First Republic was there for me. In fact, it felt like she was the one who was doing all the heavy lifting. Because she's not just my banker, she's my personal banker. Whenever I need something, I just reach out to her by email, video conference, or even a phone call. No automated recordings, no phone trees, just a real person who knows me. And I know that whatever the ask, she's on it. Am I a VIP? Well, she does make me feel like one, but here's the secret. Everyone at First Republic gets a personal banker. Yes, everyone. Isn't it time you had one?
Personal banking and business banking. At First Republic, it's a privilege to serve you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm beginning to believe that other than love and religion, nothing changes your life more than moving your credit score 120 points. I'm John Hope Bryant, founder, chairman, CEO of Operation Hope, and we're working to expand and lift up your credit scores. Operation Hope is partnering with major financial institutions to bring hope inside to places where you shop and flock. Through the Hope 700 Credit Score Communities Initiative, we are helping people with free counseling, loan originations, modifications, and more. Go to operationhope.org today. Nothing changes America like a role model. I had one growing up. My name is John Hope Bryant. I wear a suit today because my dad wore a suit when I was growing up. But kids want to be rap stars, athletes, and drug dealers all too often because that's what they see in their neighborhood. My mission now is to give them something different to see, and you play a role in it. It's called America 2020 and Hope Business in a Box Academies. Go to operationhope.org today and join the movement to make school cool once again. Visit us on the web at operationhope.org.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses, so help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company, so you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/22/22. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Security Edge available for additional charge. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning, 95 on the Turnpike. Trouble-free through Palm Beach County right now. No major delays on US 1 either, but we are still dealing with some construction delays eastbound on Banyan Boulevard before Quadrille, where that road work has the left lane blocked. That's traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Wondering how our country can get out of this mess? Then you should be listening to Red Pilled America, the best storytelling show in the country. This week we tell the story of how our culture has shifted so far to the left. Listen to Red Pilled America every week on the free iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
This is WCCR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
What, are you still asleep? Sorry, I was up late last night.
Doing what?
Doing what? I am taking a disc jockey correspondence course.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Oh, someday I'm going to be on the radio.
And you are going to dress like a radio professional, not like some 14-year-old glue huffer.
If you insist.
Come on, we're ready to start the show.
It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday, WWGD Day. I'll give some advice to some people who are a little bit confused or maybe lost. Maybe I can help them get found, because I can't find myself. We got Motley Crue tickets again. The train keeps going at 11:45. Talk about a town that might be getting a little news for a star and one of the, big things that are in that town. And we got a lot more for you on a hump day. Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
What is up, people? What is up is that you guys can get involved all the time at Real Radio. Appreciate it. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You could always text us on Real Radio 47142. Real Radio 47142. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. And then you got one more, Jimmy. Jump it in.
Absolutely. If you've got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone, and if you don't, download it. It's free. Look for us, Real Radio 921 on there, and when you find us, you're going to see a little microphone in the middle of the screen, and if you press that microphone, you can leave us a talk back, and it'll sound something like this.
I certainly hope I don't get sued, because I'm opening up 2 new locations, one in Hialeah and one in Secaucus. Greek's Wiener and Sausage Hut. We'll have everything from savory footlongs to the perfect bun-length wieners. You're going to love Greek's meat in your mouth.
We call that our talkback feature, and if you don't swear, we'll put it on the air, just like we did for AJ right there.
Great one.
Nice.
I mean, he's the master. He he really does. That could be a future business. You never know. Secaucus and Hialeah, 2 great towns with great people in them. So if you guys want to get involved, call us 877-927-6969. A little hot today. It was a little hot yesterday, so it's
a little.
Nice, yeah. Heat index over 100, right? Nice.
Yeah. I mean, walking into the gym like I was leaving the gym basically yesterday afternoon.
Yeah,
it's
warm out there.
It is. It's been hot, but it's not just us. Everybody's having a heat wave. Not only just in the U.S. They said like France and Spain were having record number highs as well too.
Oh, really?
It is all over the world.
Yeah, I know it's been hot everywhere. But it's mid-June, so you got to expect that, especially down here. It's not going to be cool. People were saying last night, like, oh, when's it going to cool off? I go, cool off? Like, it just started.
Yeah. It's not even officially summer yet.
December?
What is summer? The 22nd?
Summer's like 21st or 20, I don't know. June something.
June 22nd?
22nd? Yeah, I know it's around that time.
Yeah, so you got 7 days before summer starts, and then before you're not here.
Or as Florida would put it, February.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, March, really. That's what it is. We can have a couple cold days in February, but yeah, March is pretty much the beginning of summer for us.
Yeah, it gets warm. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, it is definitely hot. So just try to do whichever you can to stay cool. That's all. Keep your air conditioner on, and if you don't have to go out, don't go out. Mm-hmm. A lot going on always tonight, and right up the road, a little distance, Tampa Bay. They're not home, but they are the 2-time champs, and they are going up to play in Colorado for the Stanley Cup. So hats off to Tampa Bay. Still want to see a Florida team win. So maybe they can go for 3 in a row. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. But they are going for 3 in a row Stanley Cup. So let's wish Tampa Bay a lot of good luck. And hopefully the Lightning can do it and pick up at their 3rd Stanley Cup. And then the NBA tomorrow night, you got Game 6, the Warriors and Celtics, and that is in Boston. So, I mean, a lot going on in sports as far as that. And I can't believe hockey will be going on until July, which is crazy.
I don't know why. I thought it was over. I thought somebody already won the Stanley Cup.
Everybody does.
Yeah. And then I was looking at the television the other day, and I'm like looking at him talking about the games coming. I was like, oh, game 1 of the finals. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, it's so long.
Thought it already happened.
Oh, it's so long. It really is. It's crazy. I mean, it's going to be July for hockey. Yeah. I mean, they start, like, they're going to go back to camp like the end of September, which is crazy. It looks like they get off like 2 months, and then they're 10 months on. And our Panthers obviously didn't do great. We expected a good. I thought the Panthers were really going to do well. Everybody did. So,
Well, because they had a great season.
yeah, they're number one.
And they were doing well in the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, boom, they hit a brick wall.
Yeah. And so if we can't win.
Brick wall was Tampa.
Tampa, that's right. Yeah. So if we can't win, then hopefully Tampa gets another crown 3 times, and nobody will really recognize it or say anything, but I think it'll be cool.
Oh, it'll be great for about a week.
Yeah.
For about a week, and then they'll forget about
Well,
it.
of course, because then we have other things going on in our lives. But 3 times winning, I mean,
It's huge.
I was going to say, I think that'll be talked about.
It's not even talked about now, and they won twice.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows, which is unbelievable. Same thing with the baseball team. But yeah, they don't get into it. But the football team gets a lot of love because of Tom Brady. This morning he was on Good Morning America or NBC talking about his life. He goes, I just love football. I can't quit. I'm like, that's terrible for anybody who's behind him. But Tom seems like he's still going to play a couple more years unless he gets injured. He's talking about his diet, which is always perfect, his family. And
Do you think a couple more years, even though he's set to sign that massive deal to be an analyst?
Again, if he doesn't get injured, I don't know. Maybe if he wins again, maybe he stays one more year. And then there's people to think if he doesn't win it all, he'll want to come back and try to win it. I don't know. I mean, it's going to depend. He's in great shape. I mean, he was retired for 40 days. That was a long time.
Or in other words, he really wasn't.
That's right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Jimmy. I don't think he was retired.
I don't even know why he did that. I still don't really even know why.
I think that whole Dolphin thing.
Yeah.
When he was talking to the
possibly.
Dolphins, and then that went awry, and then that whole thing happened with Flores. He came out and he's suing the NFL, and I think then he was like, all right, I'm not going there. And then maybe that's why. Who knows? I mean, it didn't make sense for 40 days to retire.
Yeah.
And I think everybody knew because he retired. He's an icon. He's one of the biggest names ever in football history. And we retired. They didn't even have like a ceremony for him. Where the coach and his family retired a jersey. Nothing. It was just Tom retired. So I think they knew from day one that he might come back. I mean, that's what a lot of people said. It is the Penthouse. It is a Wednesday. I know it's a hot day. We're going to try to make it cool for you and put a smile on your face. And at 11:45, we got tickets to Motley Crue. That's going to be a great concert this Saturday night that you're going to want to enjoy at the Hard Rock Stadium. Gas is up. Everything's up. But guess what? Tickets are free here on Real Radio. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll give you some more of this. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Today at 1 p.m. Eastern, Capital One cardholders get first dibs on tickets to our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Only available while supplies last, or until Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss it. Plus, add a Capital One access pass to your purchase to attend a VIP event with a private performance from Avril Lavigne. Only available during the cardholder presale.
Presale tickets are limited and will go fast at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
If you have chronic joint pain, you need to hear this because now there are advances in medicine that can get you the relief you want with no drugs, no time, and no surgery. Hey, it's the Greek. I'm talking about QC Kinetics. Regenerative medicine using concentrated healing properties from your own body so your body can heal itself. This is exciting stuff. QC Kinetics now has 8 clinics in South Florida, so many people are being treated with outstanding success. Imagine being pain-free. Who wants to live with pain? If you have knees that hurt all the time or your back, shoulders, or hips, don't assume the old school treatments of steroids, pain pills, surgery that are the only option. It's 2022. It's regenerative medicine is now helping people get lasting pain relief the natural way. These protocols are restoring and repairing damaged tissue, and it can be used on any joint in your body. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation with their medical staff. From West Palm to Coral Gables, there's a clinic near you. Call 954-787-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 954-78-PAIN. That's 954-78-PAIN. You deserve a life with no pain. Peace.
This week, Greta Van Susteren is back on cable news. Her new show just launched on Newsmax, America's fastest-growing cable news channel. Each night, Greta is proving that people want real news without the media spin. Her show is called The Record with Greta Van Susteren, and everyone is talking about it. Tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern as Greta broadcasts from Washington with the real news, giving you the facts you need to know. She's asking the tough questions the big media won't. Find out why millions are making the switch to Newsmax. It's on all major cable systems and streaming platforms. Make the switch and watch Greta Van Susteren tonight. Check your program guide or get info on her new show by texting the word Greta to 39747. That's Greta to 39747. Switch to Newsmax today. It's real news for real people. Texting enrolls for automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code GOLD. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for a $5 bonus.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Carges, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to LoanDepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines would I need to buy?
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Motley Crue, 11:45, WWGD. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and we're going to come back with This Day in History. We'll be back. Peace.
Think we're just in your car? Think again. Anytime, anywhere. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a hot and humid one out there for us on this Wednesday. Our temperatures are back near 90 degrees later on. Skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny, but very hazy as we have a lot of Saharan dust in place. Limited rain chances out there today. We're going to once again deal with a heat index near 100 degrees through the afternoon.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Bitcoin is under attack in some states while it's being welcomed in others. What's going on and what comes next?
I'm Mark Moss, each week discussing the decentralized revolution. So join me on the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to LoanDepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Greek. Something extraordinary is happening right now at Diamonds Direct. You can make any purchase, pay nothing down, and get zero interest financing for 5 whole years. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine $10,000 designer ring or diamond bracelet for less than $170 a month, or a $6,000 designer ring for just $100 a month. It's a super smart way to buy. You're using their money interest-free. Everybody loves this, but you can't wait. Get into Diamonds Direct beautiful showroom today. Check out the expanded selection of designer rings and GIA certified diamonds. This is something for everyone at any price. It's happening. 0 down, 0 interest for 5 years on anything. You can't miss this limited time offer. You can finance the entire purchase, including the tax, now through June 30th at Diamonds Direct. Get the details, store hours, and more at diamonddirect.com. Peace.
Blackberry Smoke, Wrestling is Real Tour. July 14th at Revolution Live. A visceral live performance that will rattle your core. Blackberry Smoke, with special guest Elizabeth Cook. New album, You Hear Georgia, available now. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and the Revolution Live box office. Produced by Live Nation. Blackberry Smoke, the Wrestling is Real Tour.
There isn't a day that goes by where there aren't those in legitimate need and real hard times right here in the Palm Beaches. There's also never a day that goes by where the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County isn't there to meet that need. One of the most humble organizations. You often won't even realize when they're there because they are working to do the most good. And with the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County doing it every single day, well, that's remarkable. Doing it every single day for 100 years, almost unbelievable, but it's real. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County doing the most good. And how does it happen? Because you're there to help make a difference. You can donate items to the Salvation Army. They can even come pick them up from you. You can donate money. Go to salvationarmypalmbeachcounty.org, or you may call 561-686-3530. Thank you. May God bless you.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need, with no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Don't let breakfast be boring when it could be better. Wendy's Breakfast Baconator will have you feeling sunny side up all day long. Wake up to fresh cracked eggs, savory sausage, and oven-baked bacon, of course. Order it and start looking forward to tomorrow morning at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours only.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Good morning. If you're traveling southbound on the turnpike right now, watch for a broken down vehicle blocking the right shoulder after Indiantown Road. Otherwise, we're seeing a pretty easy drive through Palm Beach County with I-95 and US 1 looking good in both directions. That's traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
How does a kid go from poverty to end up being a world-renowned brain surgeon and Secretary of HUD? We're going to get into that with Dr. Ben Carson. We're going to talk about his life, the current state of affairs in the country as well. Be sure to check out The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
17 million veterans have served our country. Coming home and healing may be the longest and hardest battle they face. Since 9/11, 100,000 veterans have died by suicide. Hundreds of thousands more suffer from the invisible wounds of war. It's time to act. Home Base provides 21st century world-class care to veterans and their families from across the country at no cost. To get care or find out how you can help, visit homebase.org/. iHeart. Their mission is complete. Ours has just begun.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yo, G-Man, it's Anthony. I'm going to email Jimmy some paperwork I want you to sign. I want to open up a restaurant. I want to call it Greek's Back Door. We can do fusion Greek food, so some sushi, maybe a couple of days out of the week. We could do drag shows there. Franny will do all the cooking. What do you guys say?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Love you guys getting involved with the show all the time. Whether you want to text us, call us, email us, or leave great messages like that one by Anthony. Anthony, we'll open it up in Boston. How's that sound? I am the Greek. Jimmy is here.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Yankees keep winning. They won again last night. Beat Tampa 2-0. The Yankees have the best record in baseball, 45-16. They are clicking on all cylinders, getting great pitching, great hitting. I don't know if this is going to stop anytime soon, but the Yankees are winning. Tampa Bay Lightning tonight are in Colorado. Game 1 of Stanley Cup going for a three-peat. Not getting any love, but this would be unbelievable if they achieve this goal for a Stanley Cup for 3 years in a row. And if you were at a restaurant last night with Shaq walked into this hot spot in Chelsea, which is a section of New York City, and he bought everybody in the restaurant dinner. He was having dinner with a friend, supposedly a date, and he bought everybody. It was like 40 tables. He bought everybody in their dinner, and the total was $25,000 in change. So Shaq putting everybody on his back said, look, and their check, I'm buying you dinner. That'd be pretty cool. You have dinner there, and all of a sudden somebody comes over and goes, no tab. Shaquille O'Neal paid your tab. On the article, he said that he didn't want anybody to know until after they left. But I think that was really nice of him. 40 tables, $25,000 he paid for dinner. I wonder if he wanted to try and impress that girl or what. But whatever he did, it was pretty cool. That Shaq being Shaq, very generous guy, does a lot of things like that. Obviously has a ton of cash, doesn't have to do it. But it's really a nice thing that he does. And it's a positive message, which is always cool. And that is your first trifecta of the day and this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, today's tumble back in time is going to take us way back to 807 years ago today. In 1215, King John put his seal to the Magna Carta, which paved the way for future laws restricting a king's power. 247 years ago today, in 1775, George Washington was unanimously chosen by Congress to be the first commander-in-chief of the new United States Army. 246 years ago today, in 1776, the Assembly of the Lower Counties of Pennsylvania declares itself independent of British and Pennsylvania authority, thereby creating the state of Delaware. 186 years ago today, in 1836, Arkansas became the 25th state in our union. 178 years ago today, in 1844, Charles Goodyear, might have heard of that guy, received a patent for his process to vulcanize rubber.
What does that mean?
To strengthen it.
Strengthen it.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. 176 years ago today, in 1846, representatives of Great Britain and the United States signed the Oregon Treaty, which settles a long-standing dispute between Britain over, of course, us and Britain, over who controlled the Oregon Territory. The treaty established the 49th parallel from the Rocky Mountains to the Strait of Georgia as the boundary between the United States and British Canada. The United States gained formal control over the future states of Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and Montana.
Yeah, Idaho.
Idaho. Can we give Oregon and Washington back? 158 years ago today, in 1864, Arlington National Cemetery was established when 200 acres of Confederate General Robert E. Lee's estate in Virginia, which had been seized by the United States government, was authorized for a national cemetery. 53 years ago today, in 1969, remember this show, Greek? Hee Haw premiered on CBS. The first guests were Loretta Lynn and Charlie Pride. The country music variety show would stay on CBS for 3 years, then do 17 more in syndication. 46 years ago today, in 1976, the Houston Astrodome had its first and only rained-out game. That's right, heavy rains flooded the streets and made it hard for players and umpires to get to the game, even though the field remained bone dry.
That's amazing.
30 years ago today, 1992, Tom Cruise immortalized his footprints at the Mann's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
Mann's, M-A-N-N-S.
I'm not sure.
Michael Keaton had left his prints there earlier that same day. 30 years ago today, 1992, blindly relying on a faulty flashcard, Vice President Dan Quayle instructed a New Jersey elementary school student to spell the word potato. Of course, he mistakenly added an E to the end of it. 27 years ago today, in 1995, the O.J. Simpson murder trial. O.J. channeled all the acting skills he could from The Naked Gun and struggled to put on a pair of gloves that prosecutors said were worn by Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman's killer, and gave us this famous quote.
It makes no sense. It doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
15 years ago today, in 2007, after more than 30 years, American game show host Bob Barker stepped down as the host of The Price is Right. And finally, 8 years ago today, in 2014, radio and TV legend Casey Kasem passed away at the age of 82. In addition to America's Top 10 40, or American Top 40, Casey was also the voice, of course, of Shaggy on the Scooby-Doo series, and Robin, I didn't know this one, on the old Super Friends cartoon.
I did not know that either.
And that's what happened on this day, June 15th, in our history.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. It is the Penthouse. If you guys want to get involved, we gave you the whole rundown, but you can always call us at 877-927-6969.
Well, a kind of a Florida story. It's going to be a little pre-What the Florida.
All right. Nice.
Somebody that you all may be familiar with. His name is Bam Margera. He's one of the original jackasses. And he's had some issues in his life, and he has been in and out of rehab, and he's been kicked out of Jackass and back in Jackass, and he's he's got some demons he's been dealing with, and I guess he was dealing with them, court ordered by the way, at a facility in Delray. And Delray Beach, if you are not aware, been down there, they actually have a lot of rehab facilities.
A ton.
Yeah, we have a lot here in South Florida in general. But according to Delray Beach Police, the facility manager reported him missing on Monday. They said the BAM told him he was unhappy with the place and their services and that he was splitting.
I'm out.
And he did. So he told him that. He didn't watch him walk out the door. He watched him go back into his room, and then they go and check on him, and he is no longer there. So he did tell the manager as well, instead of staying there, he'd be checking himself into a different rehab center in the area.
Bye-bye.
And I guess they said that they did see him leave in a black sedan, but he was under court order to be at that specific rehab center.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
He couldn't just...
It wasn't voluntary.
Change to a different one.
He had to have authorization in order for him to leave and go somewhere else. It can't be like, hey, I'm checking out of this hotel. I'm going somewhere else. It's a rehab facility that was court ordered.
All right.
Yeah. So They said that the staff said that he didn't appear to be in danger of himself or others, but cops did go looking for him that day and so far have come up empty-handed, which is quite interesting because I've heard that there's been a lot of spottings of him down in Delray Beach and Atlantic Avenue, specifically at restaurants and bars.
Of course.
Yeah, people posting pictures of them, hanging out with him, and the cops can't find him, but
everybody else
he's
can.
there.
How about that?
Yes.
Everybody else can find him.
Yep.
Well, maybe they're not looking too hard. But again, if he's close to Atlantic Avenue, which he is, he's just going to go there and hang out, enjoy himself, and enjoy the restaurant and the bars. That's not, obviously, it's not a great story for him, obviously, because he needs help. Hopefully he can get back on track.
Well, they said that I guess he has already done a year of treatment, not at that facility, but other ones for substance problems. And he's supposed to be doing well, better. They said that, right now they're told that friends and family are trying to get in touch with him, obviously, since the cops haven't been able to find him and get him back to the facility and back on track. So I don't know if there's an update to that story, but if you have a Bam Margera sighting, let us know. 47142. Start off with Real Radio. Email Jimmy at realradio921.com. I know people on social media are posting pictures, so I would love to see them. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's really about his health. And I understand maybe he's not happy with it, but you get the right authorization before you go switching out.
Well, obviously not thinking clearly. Just, hey, I'm out of here. This place sucks. I want to find someplace else. And not realizing everything where he's got to, answer to the courts, which is,
And you can get in trouble for that. I mean, yeah, it's court appointed.
Yeah, so you can't mess around when you're involved with the courts. You got to go where they tell you. Or, get your attorney to call him up and say, hey, I'm leaving. You just can't work out. And that walk out. And now everybody knows, too.
Yeah.
So it's not a great thing.
I love it. He's like, I'm not happy with the services here at this venue and the restrictions.
And food sucks.
It's rehab.
You're right. Some of those
I don't know
rehab
how much
places,
fun it's supposed to be.
some of those rehab places, though, they show you are just like unbelievable, especially like the really high end places.
Oh, yeah. The ones for the ultra rich.
Yeah, like the things that they have. It's like, are you on vacation?
Or like resorts.
Yeah,
yes.
it's like the Fountain Blue. Like, it's crazy. Some of the stuff that they have.
If you got the money and you go to a place like that, at least you have the other luxuries that you're used to, and but that's fine. But ultimately, it has one purpose.
Yep, to get better,
and as long as it's providing that.
Oh yeah, to get better and to get you back on your feet, and any demons that you have, try to move away from.
Yeah, I'm saying it again and highly recommending if you guys are looking for something. I should start my own segment. What to binge? Because I binge watch so many things.
Let's do it. What to binge?
What
with
to
Franny.
binge with Franny?
That's right.
And I know you won't because you don't know how to access any of your streaming services. But Jimmy, and if you're listening out there,
got another one?
Dope Sick. I told you the other day.
Okay.
You had mentioned Michael Keaton and rehab, and it's it's so good. I don't want to ruin it for you with his character, but everybody. I mean, all the characters on there, the actors, actresses are phenomenal.
Sick.
He's just the only one I know, like name-wise, recognition-wise. It's just Michael Keaton's incredible, everything he does. But it's called Dope Sick, which I guess is a terminology of when you have the withdrawals from Oxycontin or those pain medication, the opioids.
That's pretty specific. Dope,
Yes.
meaning the
Dope
drugs,
sick.
and you're sick.
Yeah.
You're sick from not having it.
Yeah.
I
guess
it.
it came out in 2021, and they are going to do a season 2. There's only one season now, but it's really good, and it's really messed up to like. And they say a lot of it's based on true events and real things, and we know how the pharmaceutical companies run, but to really see the inside of it, it's almost like they're the cartel. They're just
making millions of dollars.
Yes, and getting a lot of people addicted.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's crazy. Billions. And that was the thing. Like Oxycontin ended up making billions of dollars for a few years.
Yeah.
It was that medication alone, not even all the other medications that they offered there that they made.
Well, like a lot of medications that if you don't take them the way they're, prescribed, you can get addicted. You hear stories of painkillers.
But people were getting addicted even taking them as prescribed.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the issue with it.
Yeah,
unfortunately, they're very, very well. You have to limit it.
Yeah.
And of course they didn't want to do that. Back then,
they started with a 10 milligram, and they were like, oh, well, then maybe we'll do a 20 because they're hitting this 12-hour mark where the pain comes back and it wasn't supposed to. So it went from a 20, and then a 20 to 40 to 80, and then at the end they make a 160 milligram pill. And it's just it really is quite fascinating. I've never really delved into it. Obviously, I know that we have a really bad problem with opioids in our country.
Sure. Yep.
But this really definitely delves into it. I knew somebody on a personal level who was a surgeon, orthopedics, and was very successful, great family. He got in a boating accident, and he prescribed them, right? Yeah. And he got in a boating accident, ended up taking them himself because of the pain, and his life just spiraled, went down the drain. He lost his medical license. He lost his family. Yeah, and it's all
sucks.
because of that. It really is.
The addiction.
It's insane. Yep.
That's crazy. I mean, again, if you don't go through it, you really don't realize how bad it could be. Any addiction that you have. And if you do, you got to get help and go to the right people to try to get back on your feet.
And, you know, it's one of the things that I've always felt very, very lucky about because of the knee surgeries that I had in the 90s. I had another issue with health, and as far as hurting my wrist one time in the early 2000s. And all three of those times that I had those problems, I was given some sort of oxycodone or something like that. And how I didn't get addicted on those things, because I tell you what, I would pop them and boy, did I feel good. And I mean, just from the sensation of like that half drunk, half the pain goes away feeling. And I don't know how I didn't get hooked on those things. I really don't. And I didn't fight. It wasn't like I had to fight to get off them. I was just, okay, they're done and I'm done.
You're done. You feel better.
I don't know how I didn't. I don't know how.
No, it's good.
Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. I feel so lucky knowing and
how dangerous
and hearing about what has happened to so many people. And it is a shame. But, you know, and I see now, I mean, I don't know, is it as bad now? Because, I mean, I've seen going through some prescription stuff with my parents and everything. I mean, it's like jumping through hoops to get that type of stuff now.
It is. I think it's become a lot more difficult than it once was. There's more restrictions on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. We need
absolutely.
It's scary. It really is. Because, again, you don't want to, you're taking something to get better, and then all of a sudden it becomes the bigger problem, which is sad. And then all of a sudden your life's out of control, like this gentleman Francis talked about, or other people that go through it. And the only thing we could always say is try to get help. And if you think you have a problem, try to solve it. I mean, it's like my dad used to always say, when the light goes on in your car, you go to the garage. If you don't feel good, something bothers you, you start getting pains. Most people just like, I'm okay. Then if they catch it early, it's better. But stuff like that with addiction is very, very serious. 877-927-6969. If you want to get involved with the show, give us a call. Also, you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Text Franny. Real Radio 47142.
Well, Freddie brought up that segment talking about a show that she saw on TV, and that was on Netflix, you said, right?
Yes. No, it's Hulu.
Streaming. Hulu?
Hulu,
okay.
yeah. The Dope Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's a show that is doing extremely well on streaming services, which is, of course, Stranger Things. Season 4, Part 1 has been out for a little bit, and it has so far pulled in an additional 159.24 million hours viewed in its second full week of release, bringing its total to 781.04 million hours viewed in 17 days. As expected, the period sci-fi series shot up to the top of the most popular English language TV series on Netflix all-time list. This measures viewership during a season's first 28 days of on the service, and this ended up eclipsing Bridgerton series season 2 and of course season 1 for the same show, which are now in second and third place, respectively, with a monster 335 million hours viewed in its first full week of release. Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 1 has quickly risen to number 3 on Netflix's all-time list of English language series after its first 10 days also. So, I mean, it's just breaking all kinds of records. The new 781 million hours tally also propels Stranger Things 4 to second place on Netflix's overall all-time list for English and non-English programming, behind phenom Squid Game, which, of course, really is up there at 1.65 billion hours viewed. That's sick. Have you ever seen that, Franny, Squid Game?
No, you know what? I didn't have really any interest in it because I know that it was they killed off each other. It was like violent and they killed off each other, and it was a mind game, and I know it did so well. I just, every time I would watch the previews, I was like, meh, not my cup of tea. I might have loved it. I don't know. I just never gave it a chance. But I'm also seeing that Squid Games is actually turning into a reality series. Coming to Netflix.
I heard something about that too.
And it's actually coming. It's going to be on Netflix, and it's going to have the biggest cash prize in TV history. So they're calling it Squid Game: The Challenge. And I guess it's going to be, like I mentioned, a reality TV show. And no, it's not. The stakes aren't going to be life or death. Nobody's going to be killing each other on the reality TV show.
Wow. I don't want to watch.
Yeah, but they're going to have 456 players.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a ton.
Competing in a series of games for the chance to win $4.56 million.
Oh, there you go.
So that's the biggest prize in TV history. They said the payout is the largest lump sum. And they also say that, I guess, they say that Fox's X Factor has previously given out recording contracts for up to $5 million, but they say it really doesn't count. They say because that show isn't really like that kind of sports competition series. But yeah, quite interesting. I'm curious how they're going to do this because Squid Game's right. I think you have to take each other out. You have to be like the last one standing in order to get $1 million or whatever it is.
This is $4 million. That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money. That's like the LIV golf tournament. That's a ton of money. And people will do crazy things for that kind of money. And that's a ton of people, too, involved.
Yep, and it's going to be 10 episodes long is what they're saying. I am very curious because they have renewed Squid Games for a second season, the actual series itself. But then they were like, all right, well, let's turn this into a reality show.
Maybe I got to check that out because I was the same thing as you. I saw the trailers for it and it just didn't bring me in. But then again, that maybe it just wasn't.
We're the minority.
The right
it looks
thing or
like
something. Yeah, I might like it. I mean, I'd give it a shot. So maybe I'll give it a shot. A lot of times you see that sometimes where it's like the trailer doesn't exactly draw you in, but you end up watching it and loving it.
Yeah, but listen, if you want to be part of Squid Game, the challenge applications are now, and casting is now open. You got to go to squidgamescasting.com. They said their Netflix is seeking contestants from around the world. They said, but they must be English speaking. Which is kind of interesting because Squid Games was entirely in Korean, actually. And so, but they say that the language rule is a pragmatic one, actually, because the gameplay directions are given over a speaker and every player needs to be able to understand what's being said. So that's why they want English speakers. So I am very intrigued. I think there's a trailer. I'll try to find it for the reality show. But yeah, if you think you can take on this Squid Games challenge and you want to win $4.56 million,
take a shot.
SquidGameCasting.com.
I think you got better odds than hitting the lottery than you do of trying to win in the Squid's Game. Pretty cool. That's a lot of money, man. You ever hear money like that? $4.65 million? Woo, you're going to get people come out of the woodwork for that. You really will. 877-927-6969. That is the number to get involved with the show. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142. Top of the hour, we always got some Florida stories, and they are very unique with usually something that's a little bit crazy. Franny always gets them. Franny, is there anything we're going to let people know about?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a Florida executive who is being accused of fraud, and he decided he was out. But I have to tell you his mode of transportation and where he was going. It is very interesting, and so much more coming your way. And you're What the Florida right here on Real Radio 92.1.
You can now watch your favorite radio show. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a very hot and humid day out there on this Wednesday. Temperatures are back near 90 degrees, easily feeling like the triple digits when you factor in that humidity. Skies are going to be mostly clear for the day with 1 or 2 inland showers or storms later on. We're going to stay hot and humid for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
Today's electric superhighway is energized by FPL, powering the EV revolution with one of the largest fast charging networks in the state, with home charging for one low price. See how at fpl.com/EV ready.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Name one small insurance company. Couldn't think of one, could you? Didn't think so. Most insurance companies are big, really big. They have thousands of lawyers. Imagine it's a beautiful day, sun is shining, birds singing. You're on your way to work, and then bam, your whole life changes in that second. Forever. You're injured, and now you have to fight for justice or live your life in pain. Let me give you some straight talk. Your opponent is not the driver of the car that hit you, it's their insurance company. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. We are big for a reason, which is why we've recovered over $9 billion for our clients. Over $1 billion in one case alone. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
An official message from Medicare. Did you know Medicare.gov/care has information about healthcare providers in your area? At Medicare.gov/care, you can find and compare hospitals, doctors, nursing homes, and more. See detailed information on quality of care and how patients rate their experience. Visit Medicare.gov/care today. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Are you currently working in the air conditioning industry with one of the partner companies of FACAA, but want to learn more skills to advance your career? Register for the Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Apprenticeship Program with the School District of Palm Beach County's Department of Adult and Community Education. Learn the technical skills necessary to meet market demands and the soft skills to make you stand out as a quality HVAC technician. Call the Florida Air Conditioning Apprenticeship Program at 954-999-8309 for more information.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
The job market is competitive right now, so you need to be competitive to attract top talent. If you're trying to fill open positions at your business, iHeartMedia is here to help. Use radio and digital targeting to find fresh, passive candidates currently in the workforce. These candidates are listening right now, looking for new opportunities. Together, we can let the community know you're hiring. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? The United States Mint has issued the Morgan Silver Dollar for the first time in 100 years. Not only that, but they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 175,000 legal tender silver dollars were issued. These Morgan Silver Dollars are brand new, bright and shiny legal tender coins minted by the iconic Philadelphia Mint. Just call 1-800-222-1975 and you are guaranteed a new 99.9% pure silver Morgan dollar. The first time in history this has happened. But with limited quantities, you must call now to order. To learn more, call 1-800-222-1975. If you order now, you will receive a free collector bonus, a $25 value free with every order. Call 1-800-222-1975 now to secure your new Morgan Silver Dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-222-1975.
If you're involved in a legal dispute, call me, Glenn Levine, a board-certified civil trial lawyer at the law offices of Anajar Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life. Office in West Palm Beach.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning. Looks like crews working on that emergency sewer repair still have Boynton Beach Boulevard closed from Military Trail to Congress Avenue. That work is scheduled to last until July 3rd, and until then, you can use Old Boynton Road or Woolbright Road as your alternates. That's traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Fed says they can't stop inflation without crashing the economy, but their latest remarks reveal their sinister plan. I'm Mark Moss, each week discussing the decentralized revolution. So join me for the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hump it up, baby. It is the middle of the week. And that means when the middle of the week is here, you know what's here? Next, the end of the week. And you guys get ready to celebrate the weekend and have a good time. And your chance to win Motley Crue tickets at 11:45 to make your weekend even better here on Real Radio 92.1. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida? I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we will first start with a video I posted on realradio921.com. Check out that Penthouse blog. Now, I mentioned this, I believe, yesterday, but it is alligator mating. It's alligator nesting season. It starts this time of the year, and this is when they are most aggressive, just like this massive gator. So this guy named Foster Thurb Johnson, whatever, was at John S. Taylor Park in Largo this past week, and he noticed a nearly 9-foot alligator, and it was in the lake about 20 feet from the shore. So he starts filming it because he was like, this is the biggest alligator I've ever seen, as he writes on Facebook. He stopped to take some close-up photos of the gator using the zoom lens, but when he looked away to check the camera, that's when the alligator swam to shore and charged at him. He said, like, on his Facebook post, you can watch, I put the Facebook page and a news piece on there. He says, charged at by a bull gator while walking in a park yesterday near my home in Seminole, Florida. I saw a large alligator floating in the lake 20 feet from shore. He was the biggest alligator I've ever seen in the wild. I stopped to take a close picture of him with my zoom lens while he stared back at me. And he does. You can see him. I mean, he is just piercing at him with those, he says, cold, dark, menacing eyes.
Had to be scary.
Yeah. He said when he kind of, switched up his gaze, he looked over for a second. That's when the dude was like, it's my time. And he did. He charged at him, and he said the timing of his charge was deliberate. He waited for me to turn and look away. He said it was so nerve-wracking and intense. But he said that because it was kind of like there was just a little bit of embankment, a little bit of a hill of him. He said that and a tree between him and the gator, that he wasn't super scared. He said, I wasn't worried, though. I don't know. Watch the video. He kind of looks like he's losing it.
I would be losing it. I'd be tossing my cookies.
Yeah, well, this is the same park that the guy who was getting those Frisbees died. They found him in the water.
Oh, yeah,
And just recently they said, by the way, that, and because more was coming out of the story, the dude was missing 3 limbs, too.
Wow.
Yeah, same lake, same park, same everything.
I think you should put up some signs.
They do have signs.
Well, maybe then they got to put something up there. People just don't listen.
At some point, it's personal responsibility,
Yeah,
people.
but the guy was like, this park is frequented by families and small children who often go to the water's edge, which don't, by the way.
Yeah,
Science.
whose fault is that?
He said definitely not the ideal place for a large, aggressive, territorial bull alligator. But yeah, that dude is crazy. And by the dude, I mean the gator. You got to check it out. It's insane. And then we have a Florida man, a Jacksonville man, charged with stealing a street sweeper. So, yes. And by the way, it was an armed carjacking of a street sweeper.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's so funny.
So Flagler County Sheriff's Office deputies, they arrested 18-year-old Sterling Orlando Davis Jones after a 3-hour pursuit, which ended in a mud-filled ditch. This was at 4:15 in the morning. The FCSO was notified by Daytona police that they were looking for an armed subject described as a man wearing a gray hoodie, dark pants. Police say he was driving a stolen pickup truck used as a street sweeper that was taken during an armed carjacking. They spotted the vehicle. The dude got out, ran on foot. Then they observed him running down this area. They believed, obviously, that he was armed because it was an armed carjacking. However, deputies end up losing sight of him. And then that's when the good old K9 team comes out and Air One. They responded to the area. So about 3.5 hours later, around 7:30, they notified by a resident about a male fitting the description walking into their backyard. So they were able to ultimately apprehend the guy, tackle him to the ground, both landing in a mud-filled ditch. And the picture, the cop and him, I mean, they are head to toe covered in mud. But they got the sucker.
That's good.
Yes. They said one of the deputies did sustain minor injuries during the apprehension, but he will make a full recovery. And now this Davis Jones dude is going to, he's being charged with 2 counts of resisting an officer without violence, providing false name for law enforcement, violation of probation, felony trespass on a construction site, and armed carjacking. And then there is a video, so I will see if I can put that up. And then this story I teased you guys with, which is very interesting. So there is a Florida executive who is awaiting trial for submitting more than $4 million in fraudulent health care claims. So Ernesto Cruz Graverin, I believe, 54 years old. He is a Cuban citizen. He owned a company called Zico Enterprise, Inc., and it's a company based in our favorite place ever, Hialeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the place to be.
It is. Provided equipment for Medicare beneficiaries and all this stuff. Well, as a result of claims for medical equipment he never provided, he received a payout of $2.1 million over just 2 months this year.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes. So in court, government officials and said U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers ended up finding him because they were like, oh, well, he didn't show up to court. What's going on? Well, they found him on a broken jet ski just south of Key West, 90 miles away from his final destination of Cuba.
Wow.
He was aboard the jet ski with a man, by the way, who this dude smuggles illegal immigrants across the border, the guy he was with. And the jet ski was strapped with special fuel meant for extended trips. And they say in a trove of food and water bottles, just so they could make the trek all the way to Cuba on a jet ski.
They were not coming back.
But the jet ski did not make it. Even with the gasoline, that sucker broke down, and they were able to get him.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Unreliable machines these days.
You can't get anything.
I know.
Come on. Trying to go to Cuba, enjoy a couple of days of sun. There we get nailed.
So I love it. So they're like, he's definitely a flight risk. Yeah, you think? Because he already was a flight risk. He fled. And so they confiscated his passport. And they say he's going to remain at the federal detention center in Miami until his trial.
So he's stuck in the middle of the ocean with his friend.
With some guy who smuggles illegal immigrants to Cuba.
I wonder what they were thinking. Like, should we get rescued or not? What's better? And hopefully it's not. Maybe they just get picked up by a random boat.
Yeah.
When they saw the police, they were probably like, we got no luck.
Yep. There you go. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. You give us the information. Franny puts it together. All crazy stories about different things from A to Z. Only the way Florida can provide. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget 11:45 Motley Crue tickets. And then we'll come back. We'll talk about Tom Cruise and Top Gun. The register keeps ringing. It is the Greek, Francis, and Jimmy. Peace.
Got something to say? We'll listen.
Hello.
Call now. 877-927-6969.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Today at 1 p.m. Eastern, Capital One cardholders get first dibs on tickets to our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Only available while supplies last, or until Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss it. Plus, add a Capital One access pass to your purchase to attend a VIP event with a private performance from Avril Lavigne. Only available during the cardholder presale.
Presale tickets are limited and will go fast at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a very hot and humid day out there. On this Wednesday, temperatures are back near 90 degrees, easily feeling like the triple digits when you factor in that humidity. Skies are going to be mostly clear for the day with 1 or 2 inland showers or storms later on. We're going to stay hot and humid for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Wondering how our country can get out of this mess? Then you should be listening to Red Pilled America, the best storytelling show in the country. This week we tell the story of how our culture has shifted so far to the left. Listen to Red Pilled America every week on the free iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to loandepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Carges, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Tracy, line 1 is looking for a quote on a mini split.
Crazy spring temperatures are heating up DeWyatt HVAC phone lines.
Next week we're booked solid.
If they don't find more technicians, they'll be in hot water.
How are we down 3 technicians in the past 3 weeks?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 and 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Good morning. Looks like crews working on that emergency sewer repair still have Boynton Beach Boulevard closed from Military Trail to Congress Avenue. That work is scheduled to last until July 3rd, and until then you can use Old Boynton Road or Woolbright Road as your alternates. That's traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Baconator. Don't let breakfast be boring when it could be better. Wendy's Breakfast Baconator will have you feeling sunny side up all day long. Wake up to fresh cracked eggs, savory sausage, and oven-baked bacon, of course. Order it and start looking forward to tomorrow morning at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours only.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines would I need to buy, not that I will, to kind of mine Bitcoin effectively?
Talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the PH on a WWGD Day Wednesday. What is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on that FM dial or, of course, that absolutely free iHeartRadio app. Speaking of iHeartRadio, if you are a Capital One cardholder, today at 1 o'clock Eastern time, we got pre-sale. So if you are one of those, you can purchase tickets to that iHeartRadio Music Festival coming to Las Vegas September 23rd and the 24th. This is VIP style. I think that they are saying like first come, first serve, or it's a restricted amount, but they're doing it for 48 hours. So if you want more details, you can go to realradio921.com. Hello, this is Franny. Of course, that other voice you hear is Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And we have Greek with us. Hi, G-Man.
Hey, good morning, Francis. Thank you always. And thank you, Jimmy. And thank you, audience. Top Gun. Jimmy said it was going to be a winner, and a lot of people did. And so far, it is grossed $401 million.
Oh, did we figure out what Jurassic World... or whatever it did, brought in over the weekend?
No, I don't think we did. I went to look it up, I think, on Monday, and I did totally forget about it. It didn't seem like it got a ton of buzz. I'm sure it did great, but it didn't seem like it got nowhere near
Jurassic World. Oh, here we go. So it actually made more than we thought. What you put out that 86 mil, and I think we went over.
Yeah.
It looks like that it brought in 140. Where's my headline right here? 143.4 million domestic debut.
That's good.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, that's awesome.
143.4 domestic.
I mean, we haven't seen numbers like that in years for these films. I mean, usually it's just Marvel films that end up getting it. That really, move the needle for a lot of people. Getting people back into movies was a little bit of an issue for a while. It seems that, people are over that now with the situation with the pandemic. But, yeah, that's a great amount. That and Top Gun.
Top Gun had another $50 million, too.
Oh, I'm not shocked.
With that.
Wow. I might go check it out this weekend. That might be one of my plans. But I do have a couple texts in at 47142. And from Dope Sick to Bam Margera to... to all kinds of Greek's Wiener Hut. We got a few texts in.
Whoa.
So somebody that showed Dope Sick, I was mentioning it's a Hulu. I think it's specifically to Hulu. I believe it's really good with Michael Keaton. And they even agree. They're like, this is why I have a hard time trusting Big Pharma. We also got a text in, said, Franny, it was more sinister with the Purdue Sacklers, which is the one who created the Oxycontin. The company was Purdue. They were saying doubling the dosage of 80 milligrams to 160 milligrams was non-addictive. And now it's impossible to get that med even with cancer. So people that need it actually can't get it.
It's terrible.
Because it did get abused. But yeah, it was crazy because they tricked the FDA into putting it was non-addictive.
Oh, really?
When in fact it was. Yeah, it's really, really shady, the whole story. Somebody else had a Bam Margera sighting, but it looks like it was back in May. They said, my daughter's mom texted me that Bam Margera was in front of the Pompano movie theater back in the beginning of May. They said, maybe there's a rehab center in that shopping plaza. Maybe
not.
I don't know. And then we have somebody else said, recently there was a detox crackdown in Broward, Palm Beach, and over 3 million fake COVID tests were used. It was 18 different rehabs, but one guy really got the shaft. He was accused of fraud of over 80,000 COVID tests, which is, they say maybe covered by insurance. But he said, I was in a rehab with famous rock stars. Obviously, I won't name names, but it's all about insurance, sweetums. Money's on the dresser. Haha, go Celtics. And then we
Go
have...
Celtics.
Who was that? We have What's Up Penthouse. Great show as always. Got a new slogan for Greek's Wiener Hut.
Okay.
Big wieners, soft buns, relish the thoughts. Always listening, Patrick. So there you go.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yes.
Love all those text messages, phone calls, callbacks that you guys do. Always appreciate you guys get involved in the Penthouse in all ways on Real Radio. Yeah, Top Gun, 401 million. And then Jimmy said they did another 50 million this weekend.
Yeah.
Oof, man, that's crazy.
And that's on top of 143 with Jurassic World Dominion. Is that Domination?
Dominion, I believe.
Yeah.
So, Jurassic World Dominion.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. But, ticket prices are going up, so that brings that number up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sure. So,
yeah.
But they, that's the one nice thing that they always seem to do with a lot of these when they always do comparisons. Like, to Star Wars. They'll put Star Wars at today's ticket prices so they can always have something to compare it to.
Yeah.
But, that's a great point because it had to be a huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, with the money and the way tickets are, everything's so expensive.
Well, those numbers will always go up, right? Because the ticket prices are never going to go down. I mean, maybe in a rare moment like we had during COVID, where they went down just to get anybody in, everybody in. But for the most part, they'll always go up. So
yeah, absolutely. So I mean, something like change was people going to the movie theaters. We're starting to see them come back. Another thing that we've noticed a lot of people doing is video chats, and whether it's with work or with a buddy or whoever it is. This is really interesting. They call it face fatigue. Now, we've heard about people having Zoom call fatigue and these meetings, these virtual meeting fatigues. But this is when you stare at your own face too much, which a lot of people are doing. Scientists at the University of Illinois have reported that staring at yourself during video chats may put you in a bad mood. And definitely don't do it while you're drinking alcohol because it can intensify the issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully if you're on a Zoom call, you're not drinking. Well, could it be that you don't like
It
the
doesn't
way you
necessarily
look?
have to be a Zoom call. I mean, it can be any. It can be chatting with your friends or whatever it is. But they say, but yes, we know a lot of people are drinking on the job because they're working from home too.
That's my point.
Yes. But yeah, they say more a person stares at themselves while talking in an online chat, the more their mood will worsen over the course of the video conference. They think that the findings indicate a troubling connection between online meeting platforms and psychological issues such as depression or anxiety. So they use like this eye tracking technology to examine the relationship between mood, alcohol, and attentional focus during virtual social interactions. So they found the participants who spent more time looking at themselves during conversations actually felt worse about themselves or the way that they, in general, after the phone call. Yep, they said it put them in a negative mood.
Maybe they don't like the way they look. I would assume that has something to do with it. They don't like their appearance, maybe the background. I don't know.
And I guess the ones who are drinking under the influence of alcohol, they noticed were the ones they spent more time looking at themselves.
Okay.
Like focusing in on it, not, maybe looking at the camera or looking away. Yeah, the ones that were boozing it up were the ones who were actually staring at themselves more.
Something that people have to recognize. And if you are feeling like that, Franny's giving you a little tip. Don't look at yourself. Look at the, other things around you. Or look at the other people on the Zoom call. If it's going to get you depressed, that's not good. That'd be a way to get out of the meetings, maybe. Tell your boss, hey, it's getting me depressed.
I'm in a bad mood, dude. I got to get off this call.
Yeah,
it's all from staring at myself.
I'm staring at myself and I'm getting depressed.
Clearly, it doesn't bother Gree because he stares at himself all the time on this on the Real TV. It actually probably puts him in a better mood. Real TV brought to you by Monroe's in Palm Beach. You get to see us at realradio921.com on the streaming service.
How do you know it doesn't bother me? Maybe I hide it.
No, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you like looking at yourself. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the sky's blue.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 2 against 1. I'm not going to win this. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. I just can't believe all the studies that are out there that people get together, survey people, call, ask them questions. I hope people are being honest because a lot of these surveys people here, they run with. I don't care what they're.
I want to know where the money comes for all these surveys.
I was just going to, you took the words out of my mouth.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I was going to, we're on the same page. Like, where does all the money come from? Where's all the funding come from? Every day there's surveys and a lot of people.
Yeah, but a lot of it can be, yes, there's research done by a lot of these universities and stuff, but you don't think that there can be like very inexpensive ways to do these surveys? You get a sample size of 2,000 people, you send them something in their email or text or whatever, phone call.
Yeah, I guess it could be, but somebody's still putting everything together, the numbers and everything.
Well, I know
like
there's
that.
some cost, but do you think there's a huge cost behind it?
I don't know. I guess somebody's profiting from these, and somebody's making money on these because they wouldn't keep doing them. I mean, they're there on every single subject. It seems like from A to Z, things you can think about.
Well, and a lot of it, the reality of it too is a lot of times they're sponsored by people that want that data to enhance their business. So,
You're right.
You want to know what the best burger meat is out there. Well, of course, a burger meat company is going to sponsor it. So because they want to get the publicity for, of course, their own, or that they can, put some sort of advertising campaign out there for it. So, I'm sure a lot of it comes from that, but.
Yeah, but there's surveys.
It just makes you wonder. It's just like specifically people don't feel as good about themselves after watching, themselves on Zoom. That seems very obscure.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's also like most people, not all, most people don't like the way they look in pictures. Like that's why when they were taking selfies,
Very
they'll take
true.
10 times.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You just, and then there might be one that you like, but it could be the same thing as that you say to yourself, like, and the backgrounds, like people always talk about it. Like it's things I never heard of. Now there's places and restaurants now where they have certain areas where you could take a selfie, in the restaurant.
Right, it's meant for it.
And
Yeah.
they'll tell them like, hey, go over there. You could do the, that's where we take selfies.
Yeah.
Say it's a Christmas tree. See it's by the restaurant.
We have it. We have the tastings, or we have
that's right.
Sunfest or something like that.
Yep.
And, iHeart has a camera where you go up and you take selfies.
Yeah. Again, that never existed years ago. But I'm sure there's people who see those. They go, I don't look good. I don't look good. I don't look good. So it's the same thing as, I guess, as a video chat. I think the video chat is that, like, Franny said, you're looking at it longer. So after a while, you can be like, man, I don't like the way I look. 877-927-6969. If you experienced that, let us know. I'd like to hear what you did about it, and did it put you in a bad mood after you were done? I felt like with the Zoom calls, a lot of times people just didn't like them. A lot of times the connections were bad. A lot of times you couldn't hear other people. That's the one thing that I dealt with. I was always outside in my backyard back in 2020. But, everybody was different. And a lot of times you couldn't hear what the questions were. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and then you're going to get a chance to win tickets to Motley Crue. Remember, everything's going up, but tickets are free on Real Radio. Peace.
When the smart speaker you gave your parents eventually becomes yours, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a very hot and humid day out there on this Wednesday. Temperatures are back near 90 degrees, easily feeling like the triple digits when you factor in that humidity. Skies are going to be mostly clear for the day with 1 or 2 inland showers or storms later on. We're going to stay hot and humid for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Pool season is here, but open roles got you underwater? Check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This week, Greta Van Susteren is back on cable news. Her new show just launched on Newsmax, America's fastest-growing cable news channel. Each night, Greta is proving that people want real news without the media spin. Her show is called The Record with Greta Van Susteren, and everyone is talking about it. Tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern as Greta broadcasts from Washington with the real news, giving you the facts you need to know. She's asking the tough questions the big media won't. Find out why millions are making the switch to Newsmax. It's on all major cable systems and streaming platforms. Make the switch and watch Greta Van Susteren tonight. Check your program guide or get info on her new show by texting the word Greta to 39747. That's Greta to 39747. Switch to Newsmax today. It's real news for real people. Texting enrolls for automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to loandepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As the country bounces back from COVID and mask mandates are lifted, your business needs a lift too. Promote your company right here, right now. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? Visit iHeartAdvertising.com and get AM and FM working for you. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka and a summertime classic. It's Gulfstream Park and stop by Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. Enjoy great food, a Bloody Mary, and some Tito's, and you'll be in a winner's circle no matter how your horse does. It's live racing, it's Tito's Handmade Vodka, and it's summertime. You got to enjoy South Florida, and with Tito's, it always makes the day a little better. Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar at Gulfstream Park. Next time you're at the races, make sure you stop in. Peace!
For the best Gentlemen's Club experience in West Palm Beach, the only place to go is Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club. Open 7 days a week with a late-night kitchen, Spearmint Rhino has you covered no matter what you're craving. Visit us at 2154 Zip Code Place in West Palm Beach or find us on the web at spearmintrhinowpb.com.
Spoil Dad with a Father's Day at Lowe's, where you'll find his favorite treats like a Craftsman 20-volt drill kit. Was $79, now $69. There's nothing sweeter than Father's Day at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility, while supplies last, valid 6/9 to 6/15.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning. We're seeing some slowdowns now caused by some emergency sewer repair on Boynton Beach Boulevard, which is closed from Military Trail to Congress Avenue. That work is expected to last till July 3rd. Until then, you can use Old Boynton Road or Woolbright Road instead. That's traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all of the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday. Hope you guys are ready for the midweek jump. That means you'll jump it right over to midweek and finish it up on the weekend. Have a good time. We're going to make that happen for you. You know why? Because we're going to give you a chance to win tickets to Motley Crue 11:45, and that's this weekend at the Hard Rock. Jimmy's in the house.
Good morning.
And now it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, over the weekend, Shaq was in New York City, and he went out to dinner with a young lady, and he paid the tab for everybody in the restaurant. And also, he bought dinner for all the staff and servers. And a great, they said, unbelievable tip. The bill was over $25,000, and Shaq said, "No problem, I got it." Think he paid cash or he put it on the card, Jimmy? What do you think?
I think he paid cash.
Yeah, Shaq doing what he does best. Big Daddy in the house, took care of everybody. He said, "It's on me." That was very nice of him, really cool. They're very generous. I'm sure it put a smile on everybody's face. They said he left a big tip for everybody. But again, he took care of dinner. They said it was over 40 tables, $25,000. It was in Chelsea, too, a hot spot. I'm sure it was a very expensive place. But Shaq, great job by him. I think that is so cool that he does stuff like that. The Boston Celtics and the Warriors play tomorrow night. This series has been really, really good. A lot of hype for it. Can the Warriors finish it out? Or will it go to a Game 7? And that's what everybody's thinking. Celtics are home. Game 7, Father's Day. Monday's a holiday. People would love to see a Game 7. I want to see the Warriors. I said it for a long time. I like the Warriors in 6. Hopefully they can win tomorrow night. Steph Curry had a bad night. The other night he was 0 for 9 in three-pointers, but we'll see what happens. I think that the Warriors will bounce back. I think Steph will bounce back, and I think they might end up beating the Celtics in 6, which would be a great thing for them to win, obviously, to win on their home court at TD Garden, excuse me. And the Yankees won again last night, 2-0, best record in baseball. Great job by the Yanks in the front office, what they put together this year. Some great players, a lot of young kids, a lot of other guys, Judge, Stanton. They got Torres. They're doing very good, getting great pitching. They're in first place, and they have the best record in baseball, 45-16. That is an unbelievable record for them. It really is. Way ahead of what anybody thought that they would do. And that is your trifecta. We just talked about if you guys get into a bad mood, maybe because it's watching yourself on video chats too long. If you got any input on that, or if you want to say, hey, you know what? It definitely does put me in a bad mood. Also, Jimmy was talking to us a little bit, and we were going to talk a little bit more about drivers driving less because of the gas prices. And then I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, I tell you what, talk about putting you in a bad mood, huh? Every time you go to the gas pump. And it is affecting people. 54% said they're driving less than they usually would. And I think we're seeing that more and more. And 78% said gas prices are impacting their driving habits in one way or another, some way, somehow. They're doing something to make things different. The poll was done in mid-May, so it might even be higher than now. The national average then was $4.48 a gallon, and we are now around $5 per gallon, up more than 50 cents. Meanwhile, a separate online survey done recently asked people if they think gas prices will keep going up, and most said yes. Of course, I don't think anybody thinks it's going to go down.
No.
Just over 80% of Americans think the national average will hit $6 by some point this summer. Here's a quick stat that nobody in Florida is going to want to hear. We are the fastest and largest increase is the state of Florida as far as gas prices. They're up 29 cents. In a weekly increase.
It's scary. It really is.
New York is at 24 cents a gallon, and Illinois is at 23 cents a gallon. Those are the top 3 states that are increasing. The nation's top 10 most expensive markets, though, we aren't even close there, fortunately. But California, $5.98 right now is the average price for a gallon of gasoline in California. Hawaii, $5.31. Nevada, $5.17. And Washington is at 503. So, there's some states that are already well cracking the $5 mark. We're starting to hit it, I think, pretty soon. I've seen 589, 588. I'm sure there's some, secluded areas that are at that mark already, especially down by you.
It's just a sad situation. It really is. Every time you go this morning, I got $70. Didn't fill my tank. I couldn't believe it was even $70, and I have a meeting this afternoon in Fort Lauderdale, and it get to my mind. I'm like, wow, I got to go up to West Palm and back down to Fort Lauderdale, back to Boca, and back tomorrow in West Palm. It'll be gone, just like that. And I know it's affecting everybody. It's a shame. It affects society. I think restaurants, every business,
everything.
Yeah, like you said, everybody needs gas. Yeah. There isn't anything you can do without it, and it just sucks. I know some people, obviously, it's a small portion, but some people have electric cars, and that's different. And electric cars are very expensive, but yeah, I never thought about gas like this. And like I said, I got $70 this morning, didn't fill my tank.
Yeah,
and I guarantee I'm going to need gas tomorrow.
Yeah, and it affects everybody. It affects everybody because it affects everything. Everything gets shipped to a store, or everything gets shipped across the country in one way or another, and it affects everything. Energy prices affect everything, and the other part of that, the equation, what you were just saying there is, and I'm not saying again, I've expressed myself, even my interest in buying an electric car. The problem is they're too expensive.
Yep, they're a lot.
If you can afford an electric car, you can afford $5 a gallon gas. I mean, it's as simple as that. So it's not helping people. It's not helping people that are on the lower side of the income scale, and it really is a shame. And it doesn't look like there's any end in sight. As a matter of fact, if anything, it's going to just keep getting worse and worse and worse.
Which isn't good. Yeah, I mean, summertime, a lot of families go on vacation. Different things like that, and they said like 75% of people it's going to be traveling in their car, so it's a tough thing. It really is.
I wonder how much this is going to affect people's vacation plans, because I mean, with it getting this bad, and how much we usually do drive. But I mean, even if you fly, obviously airline tickets are going up because they have to recoup the loss in fuel costs for airplanes. Even if you travel by rail, most rail is run by diesel, so it's going to, obviously these energy costs matter. So, even companies like FP&L, I mean, they still have a lot of regular petroleum fuel costs too.
Yeah.
We're fortunate here. We have a nuclear plant in our area and a lot of solar too that FP&L has in Florida. So that does help. But, it still has, they have a lot of petroleum costs as well. So, I mean, these prices are going up everywhere. And we're just going to keep seeing prices go up and up and up, and it's on everything. It's absolutely everything. Everything's affected by it. So
I agree. It sucks. I mean, it's one of the things, like you said, you go to gas station. We talked about putting you in a bad mood in your video chat.
Yeah,
you go
there
to
you go. You're like, that would put me in a worse mood than anything that I would look like had on a Zoom. I'll tell you that right now.
Let me have $70 and a banana.
Yeah.
You get 2 for $1. I'm like, all right.
Unbelievable.
In a couple minutes, you're going to get your opportunity to win tickets to Motley Crue. At 11:45. That's going to be this weekend at the Hard Rock Stadium. And you're going to have a good time. It's a good show. With inflation being crazy and gas prices being crazy, at least we're giving you tickets on Real Radio. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We got our good buddy Chris checking in with us. Chris, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, pal?
What's going on, everybody? Happy, what's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, hump day.
Hanging in there. Yes, sir. I'm actually calling about, you just said, Jimmy, about how it affects people's vacations of fuel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Well, not even a vacation, but this weekend I got to drive from Stewart to Palm Coast. It's about 2 hours and 40 minutes each way.
Okay.
My son's got a lacrosse tournament up there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah,
So
there you go.
instead of $48 to fill the Jeep, it's going to be almost $90. So just alone, it's $180, almost $200 just in fuel. I didn't even get a room or nothing.
Yep.
Because I got a room for 2 nights. Because I'm going to be there Friday and Saturday night.
Are you taking any of the other kids, Chris, with you?
No. My other son's staying home. He's got to work. We're going to come back on Sunday.
No, I meant kids from the team. Like, could you possibly, carpool with some people and ask a couple kids to come and maybe they could chip in?
No, that's cool, buddy. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't ask. If I took a kid, I wouldn't ask for money.
Just saying, if you're trying to get money, I know you're always trying to make a score.
Well, everybody, other people on the team, people that have kids that don't, it's hurting everybody's budget. So, I understand your standpoint where, you wouldn't want to ask anybody for that. But, all we're saying is carpooling can be kind of an idea right now.
That's what I'm saying.
A little bit more and more. And I think that's where Greek was going with that. How about getting the kids to push the Jeep a little bit for at least part of the way? Maybe they save a couple bucks there. I mean, they're kids. What'd you say, lacrosse?
Lacrosse.
I mean, come on. Those guys are strong. They run like 100 mile an hour. You can push that damn thing.
You get 3 kids at $35 a piece, $105. You're gonna make $15 for yourself. I mean, you're gonna have to put on the headphones, and you're taking kids to their game. How many kids on a lacrosse team?
I would say an average team's about 18 to 22.
So 20.
that many?
That's a lot.
Oh, wow.
20 kids.
Oh, I didn't know there was that
have
many.
to go up there. That's a lot.
Yeah, they got to have. Well, the high school team, but they have subs. I mean, put it this way. This past weekend we played, where the hell were we? In Vero. It was 101 degrees. So, you could only have them on the field for so long.
Oh, I understand that. I'll be honest with you, Chris. I'm not 100% familiar. I mean, I get the whole, the premise of it. How many players are on the field at a given moment? I don't know that. That's why I asked that. 8?
Mickey plays defense, so there's 3 defense in the goalie. That's 4.
Okay.
And I think three on the other side.
Oh, so 7.
It's almost like hockey.
Okay.
So
Okay.
4, it'd be 7 with the goalie, I think.
Yeah, but 18 kids on the team. I mean, maybe you can get together, email or something, and you seriously carpool instead of going up there and spend that kind of. I know you want the privacy, you and your son, but pay it forward, and maybe you guys can do a good thing. That's crazy. 18 people have to go that far for a tournament. But you're a good dad.
Yeah, it's one. I mean, there's one team that Nicky's pretty good. I mean, I'm not just a sports dad. He's a pretty good athlete. And there's one team down here. I won't mention any names, but now this is travel lacrosse, so it costs us about $500 a season to play. So we're in the fall season, we're spring season, and there's a fall season.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got high school stuff in January. So one team down here, it's a little more south of us. It's down by you guys here. But they charge $4,500 to play in the team. And they travel. Last year they went to New England for a game, a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to Denver for a tournament.
That's nice.
So if you go to play for this team, you can expect to play. You can expect to pay $11,000 to $12,000 just to play on that lacrosse team.
Wow!
But they're one of the best teams in the country, and most of the kids on the team get
scholarships. Well, yeah. I mean, if it sounds like it's a great program. You're spending that kind of money, and if the kid wants to play at the next level, then I'm sure it's worth it. If you get a free ride to school, it's worth it. Look at the money you save.
Right. You let the ball pay for the books, right?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely it. I can see people wanting to do it. But you're a good dad, Chris. Always said that. I have so much respect for a lot of people who are parents out there and do a great job. That's nice. You're driving your son a couple hours. So God bless.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, that other thing we were talking about, status quo. The thing you called me about?
Okay. I don't know what we're talking about, so I don't want to talk about it. I'm trying, Whatever status quo is, I don't remember.
That guy in the back alley again?
Oh, yeah.
Is that his name, Status Quo?
Yeah, status quo.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Chris, we appreciate it. Stay out of trouble. I'm sure we'll talk before the weekend. You're a great dad. And it's Father's Day, so wow, perfect. You are definitely a great dad. 877-927-6969. How about giving these tickets to maybe your dad or somebody who in your life who is a dad? Motley Crue.
That'd be a great early Father's Day present. Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts on this Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium. That sounds like a great Father's Day present. And I tell you what, we got a free pair for you right now. Give us a call, 877-927-6969, 877-927-6969. We'll play a little He Said, She Said for a pair of Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackheart tickets. We'll do that right now. And if you're not familiar with that game, it's very, very simple. I'm going to read you a quote, and you have to tell us whether Greek said it or Franny said it, and I've got the audio to back it up. So it's that simple. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts this Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium. Boy, that's going to be a good show.
Yes, it is. It's going to your opportunity. Gas is up, inflation's up, everything's crazy, but not here, not Real Radio. We're giving you a chance to go to a concert free. Enjoy yourself and have a great weekend. Way to kick it off and see some huge, huge acts. And Hard Rock Stadium is a great place to watch a concert, and you'll have a good time.
Yeah, I've only been there once for a concert, and that was with you and Johnny. We went to see Coldplay. Or no, you two. You're right. It was you two and Florence and the Machine opened up for him. That's the only time I think I've ever seen a concert over at that stadium.
Yep, that was years ago too. I don't think it was renovated yet when we went.
No, I don't think it was either.
Yeah, I think it was the.
And I remember we were high up there, and I just felt like if everyone just to poke me on my back, I would go tumbling down.
It was high. I mean, I was never up there ever in that section. I remember Johnny was like, "You look lost." I'm like, "I've never been up here."
Yeah,
it was little. I mean, it was little. I don't know. So when you sit that high up,
I was getting a little dizzy up there.
Oh, I was. I went to a tennis match a couple years ago with one of my buddies, and he had tickets. Didn't think they asked anything, and they were really high, and I was just uncomfortable. I went down to the restroom, and I texted him. I go, "I'm not coming back up." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said,
"I'm leaving."
I didn't leave. I just said, "I'm going to stay down here for a while." I was on. There were like 3 rows from the top. And when I got up there, like I sat down and I was like, I felt my chest. I was like, wow. And everybody looked so small, like the tennis players. I was like, really? I was like, wow, and then I was going down, remember, like holding on to the rail and people like fly by you. You're like, oh God.
I like this idea. We got a text at 47142 because I guess you're opening up a restaurant. I don't know where this started.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is this on your other show?
It was a conversation from yesterday.
Was it from this show?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because we had Anthony and AJ send us those talkbacks.
Okay.
They were actually from yesterday. They were left over, but they were good ones, so I wanted to play them.
Got it. Yeah. So, we have you ever heard of a speakeasy?
Yes.
Yeah, like the secret.
There's one in Delray.
There's one somewhere I want to go in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, where it's in a hotel, and it looks like you're going into a hotel room, but in the hotel room, there's a secret room that then becomes a really cool private speakeasy.
Yeah, I've seen it. Cool.
Yeah. So they had an idea, Greek restaurant name, Greek's Misspeak Easy Lounge. Instead of a speakeasy, a Misspeak Lounge.
I like that.
That's from Lee and Vera. Thank you, Lee.
Oh, great job, Lee.
Yep.
There's one in Delray on Atlantic Avenue, and
there's one in West Palm too.
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah,
and you got to find them. Jimmy, are we ready?
We sure are. We're going to start this contest today with Norman. Norman, welcome to the Penthouse.
Norm.
Thank you so much. Hi guys, how are you this morning?
Great.
Well, great, Norm. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
Oh, a long time. Long time. Many years, Greek.
What do you think of that Greek kid?
The Greek? We love the Greek.
There you go. You know how this game is played, Norman. Great job. All right, we're going to play a little He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it. Okay, bud?
Go ahead.
All right, here is your quote. So how would I slide that in? Did Greek say that, or did Franny say that?
That's definitely the Greek.
That's
nice
right.
job, Norman.
Greek is the one that needs to know how to slide it in, and this is what that sounded like.
So how would I slide that in?
Just like that, buddy. Slid right in. Norman slid right in there.
Great job.
He won himself a pair of Motley Crue and Def Leppard tickets. Also, Poison, Joan Jett, and the Blackhearts will be there this Saturday at Hard Rock Stadium. Now, Norman, if you would do me a favor, I'm going to put you on hold here. And if you would, hang in there for a couple minutes. I'll get back with you on the break, and I'll get some info. We'll get you set up. Okay, bud?
Thank you so much. Guys, have a wonderful day. Great talking to you.
You too. And congratulations. And listen,
Nice
you're like,
job.
damn it, man, I wanted those tickets. Well, your only opportunity right now is go to realradio921.com and go to that contest page, because today's the last day that we're doing that prize giveaway. Yeah, because Thursday and Friday we have Train with special guest Jewel and Blues Traveler. And that's going to be next Friday, June 24th at the I Think Financial Amphitheater. So those are going to be our prizes for the next couple of days. If you have not seen Train, nor Jewel, or Blues Traveler live, you are going to be in for a treat. They both, I say all three of them kill it live.
Yeah, it's good to
Very
say.
good shows. Very good shows.
Another star-studded event with musicians. I tell you what, these more and more you see them. I mean, Kid Rock was with Grand Funk Railroad, and Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, Joe Jett. They're all headliners in their own right.
Yep.
They're all going together. That's great stuff.
Yep.
Great time, guys, and it's on us because you are perfect as listeners, and we appreciate all the time you listening to Real Radio. And don't forget Monroe's this weekend. Saturday night, they're going to have their big carnival event where you're going to see a lot of different things, and you're going to feel like you're at a carnival with beautiful ladies. Who doesn't like that? And a lot of specialties food.
My girlfriend, Minerva, texted me last night at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm laying in bed, clearly, because that's what I do on a Tuesday night at 10 o'clock at night. And she was like, hey, my buddy's just bought a bottle of Tito's if you want to come over. And I was like, nope.
No.
Love you.
No, it
love
doesn't
the
work
place.
that way. Yeah,
love the place, but you can't get me out of bed at 10 o'clock at night to go over there. No. I like that she tried, though. I do.
Yeah, and it's good to always have friends. I want you to come over with some Tito's and have a good time and enjoy yourself. Some of my friends called me last night, but it was a little bit later, and they were going to get a cigar. And I was out already. I was like, no, I'm not. And then, they'll push me a little bit more. And they know it doesn't take much to push me.
Well, see, I don't like going out during like the week. I just don't. But a lot of my friends live that different life, right? They're either in the restaurant industry or the beauty industry, and they kind of make their own schedules. It's not necessarily have to be somewhere at a certain time.
Yeah.
So it's always a free for all for the majority of my friends. Yeah. So for them to be like, hey, you want to go? I even have them text me at like 1. I'm like, dude,
it's 1 o'clock.
Unless you're going to pay me $1,000. So how much did I get paid that one time?
It was a lot, but it was worth it. I was very happy about that.
Yeah.
When you went to...
was it $2,000?
It's your money. I don't remember.
I don't remember
either.
I
think it was $1,852.
And 35 cents.
But I don't remember.
Frances had the offer to go down to the Hard Rock, and we're a team here, and she came in and she said, man, if I wasn't working today, I'd go down to Hard Rock and hang out. One of my good friends has got like a tiki hut, and I know this individual. I'm like, go. Jimmy was like, go.
More Greek was like, go, what are you doing?
And then you went and he bitched.
Yeah.
Well, I got to be a team player. I mean,
go. And then I turn on the radio. He's like, I can't believe she left.
I can't believe she left. Can you believe that?
I can't believe
Jimmy,
it.
can you believe he
I know,
left?
man.
believe she left.
Who would
I can't
do
believe,
something like
let's
that?
see if she has a job tomorrow. I was like, oh, great.
No, management's on the phone.
no.
Oh, I heard that. I was listening on my way down.
I knew you would have a job
heard
tomorrow.
it.
I would never put you in a position to lose your job for $1,800. Come on, I would have took a bullet for you. I would have said, I let her go. It's on me.
Got it. So thank you, AJ, for filling us in, because we're like, why are we talking restaurants? It was after that Kevin Bacon restaurant story.
There you go.
That's why. Because I guess somewhere in Argentina has a restaurant called Kevin Bacon. What is it? It wasn't food. It was like
porn food.
Porn food?
Yeah, it was. That's what he...
No, it was something
that was
good.
Something else.
Porn food. That was not it.
Yeah, because it was good. It was bacon good.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon something good. Because we're like, they mean food instead?
Fast good. Because it was fast food.
It had nothing to do with porn.
Yeah.
Get your mind out of the
No,
gutter.
they had Kimmel had a picture, and they had did something, but it was like food porn. It was part of it. But
yeah, it was
that wasn't the name of the place.
No, the restaurant was Kevin Bacon Fast Good.
Yeah, that's it.
And porn food.
Nope, no porn food.
It was in the back of the menu.
Okay.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We're going to come back with some fun facts and a lot more for you guys. Stay tuned, stay glued in, and stay seatbelt on. Peace.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio.
You sick sons of...
Go to realradio921/watch so you can watch us make radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a very hot and humid day out there on this Wednesday. Temperatures are back near 90 degrees, easily feeling like the triple digits when you factor in that humidity. Skies are going to be mostly clear for the day with 1 or 2 inland showers or storms later on. We're going to stay hot and humid for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, the new All-Star Summer Blizzard Treat lineup is here with flavors like the Girl Scout Thin Mints, the new Oreo Dirt Pie, Caramel Fudge Cheesecake, Cotton Candy, and more. There's something for everybody, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
The Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop, exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry, why wouldn't you? Now, 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
I tend to second guess dinners with friends because they're often interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit Creon.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON.com.
If you owe back taxes to the IRS or the state, here is a very important message.
IRS tax problems don't simply go away. If you have years of unfiled back tax returns or owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state, listen up. The government has the power to garnish your wages, freeze your bank account, and in some cases, they can now revoke your passport. This is John Zandy, president of Detaxify. Detaxify specializes in the Fresh Start program where we help struggling taxpayers get out of collections or settle their tax debt. If you're being audited, have years of unfiled tax returns, or dealing with threatening letters from the government, you may need professional tax relief representation. My team at Detaxify can stop the tax collectors and stop the threatening letters from the IRS or state. Call me now for a free consultation.
Just like John said, if you owe back taxes to the IRS or the state, call Detaxify at 800-786-2350. 800-786-2350. Call Detaxify for a fresh start at 800-786-2350. That's 800-786-2350.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code GOLD. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for a $5 bonus.
I've never seen a used car market this high. But when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Grab it while you can.
Sell us your car.
listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for listening to Real Radio 92.1. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello.
And right now we're going to get some fun facts to put a smile on your face, make you feel like you got a stack of hundreds in your back pocket.
It's a lot of pressure.
Hey, no pressure, Franny.
A lot of pressure. Well, today
I don't feel like 100
is National Lobster Day on many other days.
Oh, really?
So let's celebrate by buying some lobster and putting it in our trunk.
I knew you were going to
How about that?
Nice.
So these are some facts
like
that may leave you shell-shocked.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Wacka. The puns are flying now, baby.
Get it?
Don't claw me.
Here we go.
So lobsters actually keep growing forever. They say, or so the research suggests. Scientists won't be able to tell how long lobsters really live because traps aren't designed to catch the largest lobsters. But when we catch one that is 20 to 30 pounds, it's because a claw got caught in the entrance of the trap. But they say that the majority, even though they can't catch the big ones, the assumption is that they can continue to grow and grow and grow.
Wow.
We got like a 12-pound lobster or something when I was in Maine.
Yeah.
And I think the smaller, the sweeter, the better. It was such a pain in the ass to open.
I think the same.
We needed a screwdriver and a hammer just to, because the shell is so hard.
Right. Yeah.
And it almost made me feel bad. I'm like, man, this sucker lived for so long, and look what we did. We took him.
Well, you didn't do it.
I know. He was at the market.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, lobster facts. They eat each other.
Oh.
So they're looking for fresh food and what's around. And if that happens to be another lobster, well, that's its dinner.
All's fair in love and war.
I guess so.
Yeah, they are. They said that they are cannibalistic. But they will eat other things. Like I said, if that's it, and they're like, So anyways, with lobsters, the females are the players, play-on players.
Of course they are.
Yes, they make the first move.
Just like humans.
They say not much courtship precedes lobsters' lovemaking. Females that have just shed their shells send out a pheromone to let the males know that they're in the mood.
Yeah, want a little tail?
Ooh, another one. I give that a golf clap. That was good.
But I love this. So usually when a lobster sheds their shell, they're vulnerable, right? And they could be eaten by other lobsters.
Mm-hmm.
They said, but when a female says she's ready to get it on, the male lobster will usually opt for sex instead of killing her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's like, well, I was going to kill you because your shell's not on, but still, let's do it.
Well, that's a good thing. If you ever want to get out of not being eaten, just have sex.
Yeah, take off your shell.
That's it. 3 in a row.
All right. They actually taste with their legs. Their what they call chemosensory leg and feet hairs identify food. They have a small antenna in front of their eyes are used for tracking down the food. But if you watch a lobster in a tank in a market, you'll see they're flipping, looking for food, dissolved substance of water. But they actually can taste the food or what it's going to taste like with their legs. These little tiny hairs on their legs.
Wow.
The green. You ever wonder what that green stuff is? My mom will eat everything in a lobster.
Yeah.
I typically don't. But it's the tomale, if I'm saying that right, or tamale. I know it's not like tamale, like a vegetable.
You're right.
But it's a digestive gland that's the intestine, liver, and pancreas. And any red things you find in there, those are actually the eggs of it. But people will eat the whole thing.
Wow. How about that?
And I remember when I was a kiddo, and we used to get lobsters, and my parents would put them on the floor before we boiled them, and kind of walk around and hang out with the lobsters with their rubber band claws all shut. And then they would put them in the pot. And then they would scream.
Right.
And then I would have to leave the room. But in my head, I was like, they're screaming in pain. But no, that noise you hear is the air, and I've heard this, that's been trapped in the stomach and forced through the mouth after being out of the water for short periods of time. They don't have vocal cords. And they can't, according to this, process pain. I've always heard that fish don't process pain. Lobster was like, how do you know that they can't feel pain?
We asked them.
Did they?
Yeah.
It was a survey.
Yeah.
University of Illinois.
It's a survey done by the Fish Institute.
That's right. British Institute did it.
This is interesting. Their shells were once used to make golf balls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Huh.
They said shells left over after a lobster processing are usually tossed into landfills. So in an effort to make them worth something and keep the money in the lobster industry, a University of Maine professor created a golf ball with a core made out of lobster shells. They're also biodegradable, designed for golfing and cruise ships or courses near oceans and lakes. So they say the only problem is they only go about 70% of the distance of a regular golf ball. So you won't see them at the U.S. Open anytime soon.
Okay.
And then something I believe that we have heard before is that it once was a food for the peasants. It once was a food for, they say, go-to prison food as well. They were known as cockroaches of the sea, right? Yeah. I mean, everybody kind of thought that was it. And the rich didn't eat them until one point. But yeah, they said in a certain era, only the poor, indentured servants, and prisoners ate lobsters because they were cheap, too plentiful, and considered tasteless. So after prisoners in one Massachusetts town got sick of eating them all the time, a new rule said they only had to eat them 3 times a week. So I guess they were eating them all the time. We're like, no more lobster.
I can't take it.
Can't take it anymore.
Leave them in the trunk.
Yes.
That is awesome.
And there you go. There's your lobster fun facts.
And today is Lobster Day. So remember that. Maybe you want to go out for lobster. Or
how about you fly a kite first, because it's National Fly Kite Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's Global Wind Day. You're going to need some wind to fly that kite, right? And then go have some, maybe kiss a Wookiee. It's National Kiss a Wookiee Day.
Oh, wow.
And then go have lobster.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan this afternoon.
Yeah, right?
Wow. Our car just got full.
That's it.
Right?
I'll call you back. I got to kiss a whoopee.
A what?
I don't know.
A Goldberg?
What do we have, Jimmy?
We got our buddy Nate checking in. Hey, Peaches, what's happening, pal?
What's going on, guys? I'm going to talk a little bit about lobsters. I got something to add to that.
Ooh, all right. Here we go.
So,
strap in, kids.
Strap it.
So I think it was probably maybe early pandemic, just before the pandemic, so maybe a couple of years ago. There was a student who was studying biology and got on Twitter and went on a very long, in-depth thread about why it is that lobsters live forever and the science behind that. And it actually went viral on Twitter, and it was completely the most fascinating thing I'd ever read. But essentially what it is that in human beings, something having to, it's called telomerase, and I'm not exactly, I'm not a biologist, but it's connected to our DNA in some way, and it degrades over time, right? This is why we age. Lobsters don't have the same condition that exists within their DNA, and so they don't really age so much as they just grow bigger, and then they shed their shell, and then they grow bigger, and then they shed their shell until they reach a certain size where, in theory, if a lobster wasn't eaten or caught or fished or whatever, at some point just has too much shell in order to try to shed, and it would the energy exertion would literally be too great for that lobster to pull off, and so he basically suffocates inside his own shell.
Huh. That sounds miserable.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little sad, Nate. I think you're gonna tell us something about lobster where we can get it at a good price today. Something like that, or you were gonna take us out for lobster. I thought that's what you're gonna tell us about.
Do you want me to take you out for lobster, G?
No. I'm kidding. No. I got something going on today.
Yeah.
Too busy for you.
I don't have time for you, Nate.
Got a lot on my scorecard today.
Yeah.
Maybe later in the week.
Yeah.
Keep your phone on. Besides my trunk, what is your favorite? Do you have a spot that you like to go for lobster? A restaurant?
No, not necessarily. I enjoy lobster, I guess, when I come across it, but it's not something that I specifically go out for usually.
Have you been to the station house? It's been there for ages. It's off Lantana by the tracks.
I've been there.
They used to have 2 of them across away from each other, but now I only think there's one. And they have tanks, and you go and you pick your own lobster. But that's what they're known for. They are like a lobster. I mean, it's a seafood place, but they're known for their lobster. They have all different kinds of ways of preparing it.
That's great.
It's Maine lobster. If you're ever down for some good lobster, that's a place to go. It's been local for, 25, 30 years.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. It's great. It really is. There's a good place, too, in Boca, a French restaurant. They have fettuccine lobster. It's awesome. Don't remember the name of the restaurant, but know how to get there.
Shocked.
Hot bartender, Monday nights.
Yeah, anytime you can get, usually lobster with some pasta or with sometimes, the surf and turf, if you go somewhere and you get, a steak and a lobster, that's pretty good usually.
Well, we appreciate you jumping in on the show and giving us some lobster facts. That was very interesting. A lot of your calls are pretty deep, buddy. I got to tell you, you impressed me. I'm shocked, actually.
Yeah, well, I got a whole underground parking garage here of information.
I know you do.
I'm shocked you were said something smart, Nate. I'm shocked at that. The hits just keep on coming. You glad you called, buddy?
You want to go back tomorrow? Same time?
Please. Yeah, call back tomorrow.
Nate, we
10
love
o'clock.
you.
We'll put you on all day. Kick your ass.
I'm not all risky behavior all the time. Sometimes I'm full of good information, too.
You're always good, buddy. And we appreciate you listening all the time. You're the best, Nate. Love you.
You guys, too. Peace.
Peace.
Take care, man.
It is the Penthouse. We'll be back, and we'll talk about a list of celebrities. Who makes you want to work out, men and women. And also, Franny will tell you the best time to work out. We'll be back. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Today at 1 p.m. Eastern, Capital One cardholders get first dibs on tickets to our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Only available while supplies last, or until Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss it. Plus, add a Capital One access pass to your purchase to attend a VIP event with a private performance from Avril Lavigne. Only available during the cardholder presale.
Presale tickets are limited and will go fast at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a very hot and humid day out there on this Wednesday. Temperatures are back near 90 degrees, easily feeling like the triple digits when you factor in that humidity. Skies are going to be mostly clear for the day with 1 or 2 inland showers or storms later on. We're going to stay hot and humid for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
Virginia Hall is one of the most famous American spies in history, and during World War II, she was called the most dangerous of all Allied spies by none other than the Butcher of Lyon. Be sure to listen to this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn, strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code GOLD. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for a $5 bonus.
As a marketer, you want to reach everyone, adults, teens, millennials, but it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? Visit iHeartAdvertising.com and get AM/FM working for you. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Carges, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to LoanDepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Good morning. We're seeing some slowdowns now caused by some emergency sewer repair on Boynton Beach Boulevard, which is closed from Military Trail to Congress Avenue. That work is expected to last till July 3rd. Until then, you can use Old Boynton Road or Woolbright Road instead. That's traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals.
Value Beauty Protection. 3 things a metal roof from Tri-County Metals will add to your home. Get the roof you want now. Financing is available with payments as low as $99 a month. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. That's TriCountyMetals.com.
Bloomberg Crypto is the new daily podcast from Bloomberg and iHeartRadio that tackles everything from Bitcoin to Bored Apes. Each weekday, Bloomberg reporters and experts from every corner of the industry discuss the latest in cryptocurrencies and explore how it impacts our lives, our politics, and our culture.
How many machines?
Your podcast.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back to The Penthouse on a Wednesday. I hope you're having a good day. I know it's a little hot, so just bend and grin it, and you'll be fine. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And you guys are here too. You can call us 877-927-6969. A lot of times celebrities are out there and they do endorsements and they tell you to do different things and maybe to go to websites, but a lot of it is working out. Jimmy's got a list of some celebrities and what it would do for you. Who would make you want to work out?
Well, the people at puregym.com analyzed various search terms online to come up with rankings of the famous men and women whose workout routines everyday people, that's me, are trying to mimic. And here are the top 10s for each. So anybody want to take, let's take a couple guesses.
Yeah.
Greek, who do you think out of celebrity men out there, we'll start with the men, would people try to mimic their workout routine?
Ooh. Man, I don't know anybody would mimic it because they're so tough. I'm just going to go with maybe The Rock or Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I was going to say The Rock, too. Yeah.
There we go. All right. The Rock is number 2.
Number 2 for guys, huh?
On the list. Yes. Number 2.
For men.
Men.
Interesting.
That people try to mimic their workout routine. Franny, what do you think?
I was going to put Rock at number 1. Maybe I'll go Momoa.
Momoa.
Is he on the list?
Momoa is not even on the list, believe it or not.
Tom Brady?
Tom Brady is not on the list.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is on the list. He is at number 9.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is not on the list. Greek?
I'm trying to think.
Are they all actors? For the most part?
An actor and one sports person. Okay. And one person I'm not 100% sure because I don't the name isn't familiar.
It's one sports person. It's not Brady.
I'm trying to think of who's got the best physique. I mean, I don't want to go too old school. Brad Pitt's got a nice physique.
I don't think he works out though.
No?
I mean, I've
Brad
never
Pitt
seen
on
videos of him working out. Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. God, I can't say
Jason Statham?
There you go. All right. Now, I don't know. What is he? Is he an actor?
He's an actor.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was
He's
an
in like the
athlete or
Fast and
not.
Furious and the one I call Hobbs and Shobbs.
Okay. All right. There you go.
But he's been in a ton of movies.
There you go.
Yeah,
All
he's-
right.
Yeah.
How about going for the sports guy?
Okay. What sports, if we can get a clue?
It is the NFL. I will give you that.
Okay. Who's the hottest butt in the NFL, Greek? I have a feeling you can figure this out.
I mean, my first guess is Brady.
Gronk? Is it Gronkowski?
No.
I've seen him in
Drink beer.
I've seen him in short. No, he's still got a tight body.
No, I know.
For all the partying he does.
But I'm saying when you see a video, I'm assuming, Jimmy, am I wrong by this? Anybody that's on this list, we've seen their videos, like they're out for the public to consume?
Well, I mean, these aren't necessarily workout people that have workout videos.
Oh, okay.
You know, they're just people.
Chuck Norris. I'm just kidding.
Well, tell you what, that's a great guess, but nope, he's not on the list.
All right, it's football. Mahomes?
Nope.
Prescott.
And I'll tell you what, I will give you a little bit of a hint, and I don't know if this is going to help you out. I was very, very high on him last year, especially during the playoffs.
Oh my God,
that might help.
That does not help me, but it'll
I
probably,
know it won't help
it'll
you,
probably help
Franny.
G-Man.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
Franny.
fine. You're fine.
Aaron Rodgers?
Nope.
Oh, you like that?
But the first name was correct. Aaron Donald.
For the Rams.
Yep. And I love this because this just goes to show that whoever wrote this list, like physically wrote this up here for this article that I got it from, is putting it into very layman's terms because they followed that up with he's a defensive tackle for the LA Rams. Like they had to put that piece of information in there. Chris Hemsworth. Henry Cavill. Here's one that I thought maybe
superheroes. Why weren't we going superheroes?
Here's one that I thought you guys might get only because of his past, but you probably weren't thinking old school. Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
I wasn't going. I wasn't going old.
You know
school.
who I was thinking, but I didn't say it was Stallone.
There's another one. There's another one that I would think of. Chris Evans. Did you guys say Chris Evans?
No,
I didn't
no.
think
So another problem because they get in shape for superheroes.
Yeah,
That's why I put
sure,
Pratt on there because
sure.
Pratt has to get in shape for it when he does movies, and so does Ryan Reynolds was.
You
on
said
the list.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah, and I wouldn't have thought that about all the superhero characters out there. I wouldn't have thought him because I mean I don't look at what's his character? Deadpool. I don't look at Deadpool as like a super strong dude, right? You know, like Superman or Hulk or something like that.
He does have washboard abs though. He does have a good. But
yeah.
Hemsworth is one they talk about a lot because he plays Thor, and they're always like, "Do the Hemsworth diet, do the Hemsworth workout." Like they always talk about.
Well,
is he number one?
He was number one, and I think that's also part. Remember in the one? Well, I don't know how many of the movies you saw, but they made him in. Spoiler alert! They made him fat and like he was lazy in the one.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of a running joke with that. Here's another one: Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, you know what? That came in the text line
There
at
you go.
47142.
Well,
so
nice.
good job on that.
Nice guess on that. And
he's in
then-
great shape.
Yes.
Yeah. Rounding out the top 10, Zach Efron.
Oh yeah, he's in great shape too.
Apparently, he is admired for his workout.
Yes.
Okay, so let's switch over to the ladies.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez is number 5 on that list, and that doesn't surprise me. I don't know if these are in order, in any particular order, to be honest with you. So
There's
I
a
don't know
few
if that
Jennifers
matters.
on there. I think Aniston and Lawrence are both in good shape.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the buzzer for all of them. There are
Really?
no more Jennifers on the list for
Aniston,
females.
huh? Didn't make the
Greek,
list.
what do you think? Got an idea?
I'm just thinking somebody who always posts his pictures in the gym. Khloe Kardashian.
Khloe Kardashian is number 4 on this list.
So this one personal trainer, she's not her personal trainer, or she's a fitness girl, posted a video. I guess I have not watched her new Hulu video. They show a clip of her, Khloe and Kim working out in the gym with their trainer. And she was like, this is so bad. What the trainer's not even watching what they do. And I watched it. Their form is horrible.
Oh, really?
I got to show you the clip. The way she's doing push-ups, Khloe, is literally this.
That's it.
Oh yeah, and then they're doing like bicep curls on the cable machine, and they're not even. I mean, the worst form I've ever seen. And the girls commenting because their personal trainer's just kind of walking around letting them do it. And poor form is, I mean, it's all about the form. You can injure yourself.
I wonder if maybe that's why people are trying to mimic it. I don't know, because it's easy.
It is so bad the way, like, if you watch their workouts, it looks like they do not. And good for them because they're in great shape. So something's working. I don't know if it's surgery.
It's their plastic surgery.
But their workout form is horrible. I got to show you, G. It's really bad.
I remember I did push-ups one day, and you were like, "Good form." And I was like, yeah, thank you. I mean, somebody else told me that too. And, you know, like you said, when you're doing it, you should try to do it right way.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, it won't work as well.
Yeah.
And you can injure yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
People don't realize that about injuring themselves.
Yeah. You know who is in great shape, and she's one of the superheroes, and she just posted something on IG, and I was like, holy moly, look at those abs. And she pulled like a Jeep with herself. Like, she's Brie Larson. She's Captain Marvel.
Number 3 on this list.
Yes.
Is that Charlie Sheen's ex?
I love her.
No.
Okay.
That is my new favorite.
I adore her.
Marvel character, too.
Yeah, she's an incredible. I'll show you. She posted a bikini picture just a couple days ago, and I was like, all right, abs. Yeah, she's in great shape.
Any other guesses, Francis?
Yeah, who do you have?
I'm thinking. Women who, there's so many women who have great bodies.
These are people we want, that people want to mimic their workout routines.
Go ahead.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry is not on the list.
Wow, I would have lost my ass on that.
Shit.
Yeah, she's always working out. For the boxing.
Yeah, that's actually a great guess, in my opinion.
Are there any Jessicas on there?
There are no Jessicas on the list.
I was going to go Beal because Justin Timberlake's wife is in incredible shape.
Yeah. Don't tell me Kim's on that list, is she? Kim Kardashian?
There you go.
Oh, boy. You do not want to mimic her workout routine. I'll show you a video.
What number is she?
Keep it in the family.
Oh, is Kylie on there? Kylie Jenner?
No, but Kendall is.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kylie is on there. Yeah, the whole
Kardashian clan.
They're all there.
Except Courtney. Courtney didn't make the list, did she?
No, Courtney, and the mom's not here.
The mom's not on there. But the plastic surgeon's there.
All the Kardashians made the list.
OJ made the list.
Did he? Interesting.
Yeah, on the female side.
What about Caitlyn? Is Caitlyn on the list? Somebody guessed on the text line, Jesse James Decker.
No.
She's got a great body. She's the wide receiver's wife. He played for the NFL for Tennessee and the Jets. She's always doing bikini stuff.
I'm actually really shocked Jennifer Aniston's on the list. I'm trying to think.
No, believe it or not. These are people that...
Charlize Theron?
No.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson is on that list.
Wow.
And we have 3 more. Wonder Woman.
Oh, Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot is on there.
She's pretty.
One more that is a singer.
Ooh. It's not J-Lo. Rihanna?
Beyonce.
No, Ariana Grande.
Huh.
And I don't know this person. Bella Hadid?
Bella Hadid. She's a model.
Yeah.
Hadid? Okay.
Yeah.
Her and her sister are models, right?
Yes.
Gigi
Hadid and Bella Hadid. Yeah, Bella Hadid used to date The Weeknd.
And her parents are famous.
Her mom was a model, and their dad's like a billionaire from like the Middle East or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good list.
So there you go. There's your list.
Is it? I'm very disappointed on the female side of the list.
Yeah, that is. Because, I mean, it's just the Kardashian and Jenner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but
and
again,
they get so much work done, and that's the sad thing is that people look at them, right, and look up to them to get into that shape, and
it's not that,
and it's not real.
But this is where words matter in the sense of this is what this PureGym.com analyzed various search terms online to come up with rankings of the famous men and women whose workout routines everyday people are trying to mimic. Not necessarily that their routines are good, not necessarily that they are even all that effective. It's what people say, hey, I want to mimic them.
Yeah, I think anytime you see anybody with a good body, I think for the most part, people think it's, eating right or in the gym.
Of course.
You don't think it's plastic surgery.
No, and I think a lot of people are getting that way, but that's to me what I think is very sad in our society, right? Is that these girls look like, oh, how can I work out with them because I want to get their figure, and in fact, it's not that attainable just by working out in the gym.
Plus, they're internet famous. So, people are online, they're searching for them. They're searching certain keywords that they're looking up. So it doesn't surprise me.
Well, it's the same thing too when they say pictures. They said there's filters. There's different, the light.
Oh, God.
So many things.
Filters that we have now are just unbelievable.
Yeah, so people look at it and say, okay, they say that a lot with a lot of dating sites where people put it on there. And then they do it. It's the same thing. You look at the person or whatever, but I think a little now I have in the last few years, I think right away plastic surgery to myself.
Well, especially when it comes to the back end. Yes, you can build your glutes. It is a thing, but it takes a lot of time and effort, and it's not a quick fix. I mean, sometimes it takes years in the gym, but you're never going to get what they do.
No, definitely full of things.
Fix it flat.
It works.
It is not natural.
Pump it up.
Yeah.
There you go. You look great.
Talk
Thank
about pumping up the jam.
Pump up the jam. It is the Penthouse on a Pump Up the Jam Wednesday. We'll be back with a trifecta and some WWGD. We'll be back. Peace.
When you give up trying to teach your parents how to use their smart speaker and take it home, tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
This is Clay Travis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by BlindStar.
Prominent Miami booster John Ruiz says there's no worries on his end after meeting with NCAA investigators this week to discuss the school's name, image, likeness collective. Daniel Castano starts on the hill for the Marlins in today's series finale in Philly. The southpaw was recalled from AAA to make the spot start. And the U.S. government is said to be actively negotiating with Russia for WNBA star Brittany Griner's release, with her now labeled a political prisoner. I'm Scott Davidson.
Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindstar.com offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Blindstar blinds are easy to install and guaranteed to fit. Don't overpay for new blinds. Shop Blindstar today and save big. Blindstar.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. It's a very hot and humid day out there on this Wednesday. Temperatures are back near 90 degrees, easily feeling like the triple digits when you factor in that humidity. Skies are going to be mostly clear for the day with 1 or 2 inland showers or storms later on. We're going to stay hot and humid for the rest of the week.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Fed says they can't stop inflation without crashing the economy, but their latest remarks reveal their sinister plan. I'm Mark Moss, each week discussing the decentralized revolution. So join me for the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Greek Zone is brought to you by QC Kinetics.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to LoanDepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This week, Greta Van Susteren is back on cable news. Her new show just launched on Newsmax, America's fastest-growing cable news channel. Each night, Greta is proving that people want real news without the media spin. Her show is called The Record with Greta Van Susteren, and everyone is talking about it. Tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern as Greta broadcasts from Washington with the real news, giving you the facts